Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? We are halfway through another hectic week. Lots to report on. Good morning, good morning. That's right, Maggie May. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way in. Woo, child. This place has been crazy. You miss a day, you miss a month. Am I right? Holy hell. It's like it's like a fire. Just spreading through. Insane. Absolutely insane. Look at all you lovely people. So cheerful and friendly in the morning. Oh, I love your little avatar. How cute is that? Happy hump day. 156. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Newfie. The full moon is constant in YouTube land. That is true. That is absolutely true. Last week was a full moon, wasn't it? If I am recalling correctly, I believe it was. Oh, thanks, April. I try to be sometimes. There's also solar storms going on. Dude, how come up until like the past year or so we never heard of these solar storms? Is it just me or does it seem like they came out of nowhere? Like when did these solar storms become a thing that now we hear about them so much? Were they always there and I just never heard of them? I don't know. I also need to fix my background and I was going to be a little late doing that, but here we are. Oh, it is me? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Runs with scissors. It's not the first time I've heard that. I had surgery yesterday, so I missed all the tea. I am sorry to hear that. I hope it went well. Obviously, well enough. You're here. Hope it heals. There's always been a thing. They just want you to be afraid of them now. Why? Really picked up about 11 years. Here I am like last year, right? And the last year or so, Coco comes out like 11 years. Okay. Shows you where I'm at. Good morning, Pristine. I wonder if I can multitask. You think I can do it? You think I can fix my background as I speak to all of you and read the chat doohickey with the 251? Buckle up, Buttercup. What's your avatar? Let me see. Tough girls cry too. Hell yeah. I cry out of anger. Is anybody else like an angry crier? Like you don't just cry because you're sad. Sometimes you cry because you're just so gosh angry. I do that often. You have faith in me? Thank you, Gigi. Some days I don't have faith in me, so I appreciate that. Was a bad one in the 1850s. Lots of angry criers in here. I'm so not alone in that. Whew. Yeah. And I hate it too because I'm like, I'm not crying for anything other than I'm angry. I am. Run if I'm crying. If I anger cry, people better leave. I get the angry crying. I heard some anger last night, and I don't know what it was really all about. Hold on, guys, because my background is driving me absolutely insane. I hate it. It's so outdated. I'd be better off with one of their pre-made ones at this point. No, I want it. Ugh, I hate it. I'll get to it. I'll finish it when I'm off of here. Anyhow, I'm gonna make it as I'm talking to you all. Let's see how undistracted I can be. See if I can manage both. All three things. Talking, reading chat, and making a new background. Doubt it, but so I've been like on and off again sick. I don't know what is going on, but some days I feel completely fine. The next day I feel like absolute crap. Sometimes I'm fine all day and then it hits me. Sometimes it's hit me in the middle of the afternoon. I don't know what it is, but it is infuriating. Like I just can't seem to be 100% better. Can I walk and chew gum? I'm actually really good at multitasking. Yes, absolutely. I'm normally like, I don't know, doing like 5 different things at one time, to be honest. I know Mama Sean is making me upset. I know it. You know it. We know it. I'm trying. Oh, you know what I can do? My old thing had one. Hold on. My other StreamYard account had one. What did you just say to me, Whitebird? Now I know the word menopause, but I don't know what the hell you put in front of that. But I don't like the way that sounds. Is that the vibes I'm giving you? Menopause? I'm in my fucking late 20s. What are you talking about? Menopause. You know what, Whitebird? I love you, but it just hold on one second. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. You better believe it. Hold on. You want to hear an angry cry? Hold on. Where are you at, White? Say it again, Whitebird. I dare you. Say it again. You won't. Oh, there you are. You know what? Put user in timeout. I'll give you 10 seconds to think about that. Whew. Child, the audacity. Are you going through menopause? I am very young and youthful. Huh. Shh. You want to go to timeout next, Angela? I don't think so. No, I know you didn't. I'm just teasing it. It's a valid question. Listen, the times are changing, bodies are changing, people are changing. No, thankfully, that I don't think that's what it is with me, but I do understand why you were asking. I think it's some type of cold. I prefer to go with the idea that it's a cold, not perimenopause. You know what, B Tim? Your behavior's crooked, sir. All right? How about that? Your behavior's crooked. Yo, you guys want to go at it with me today? I don't think so. I'm in a whole mood. Let's go. Who wants to bring it on next? You feeling froggy too? Come on. Who's next? I'll get you, B Tim. I'll be over there in a minute. Kimberly, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. It's a tough crowd today. They're getting rowdy over here. Not the computer mouse pad. If you have a wireless one, because the square one may be stuck on your screen. Oh shit. All right, hold on. Listen, I'm fixing it. Give me a second. I'm feeling picked on by my own crowd. You know, I was going to come on here talking about people who cry, but now I feel like I may be the person who cries. So I shouldn't judge. I'm just going to do a quick little background. Hey, Cheesy. Cheesy, protect yourself. Get the Crocs ready. This is a tough crowd today. All right, should we walk along a bridge or walk along a trail? I am doing a cheap, quick, stolen background today. A trail or a bridge? Or, that's right, Lita B, get them. Bridge, trail. All right, hold on. How unprepared can one be? Do you guys know the song? Spooky something down like skeletons coming up the moon. I remember when my son was little, he was sing the cutest Halloween songs. Oh my god, all he did was sing and dance, that kid. Sing and dance, sing and dance. Cutest damn kid I ever seen. Still is. It was a trick question. I'm not doing either trailer bridge because you guys are kind of being mean today. So, whatever. I don't have to take it. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, let's see. What is this? It won't even play. Oh my gosh. All right. I would like a Michael Myers background. What I need to do is do this on my own time, not on your time. It's very rude. Ooh, I like him. All right. I spent hours making this, so if anybody judges me, it's rude. Irish eyes, not that Irish, with the 14 months that flew with my favorite granny. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, I'm not, sweet. I was last week though. Thanks for asking. It's not menopause. At least you somewhat on the right route. Menopause. Uh yeah. Oh my goodness, we got another member. Tessa came back. Thank you. Thank you, Tessa. So is my screen just a black screen? Member here for well over a year, but had to get a new debit card recently. Thankfully, my bank stopped some fraudulent charges. Still made a mess with some of my memberships. Oh, I do get it, Kimberly, but I'll tell you what. We know the truth. We know. Oh, no, I'm just teasing you, Whitebird. I truly didn't feel disrespected by it. I'm sorry. I was just playing. Honestly, I was playing acting dramatic. I'm not offended by what you said by any means. The truth of the matter is some women do start menopause very early. Some start it late. There's a lot of I truly did not take offense to that. I was just teasing you. Never say never. The 13 months. I hope you feel better soon, Jess. Thank you. I'm just teasing you, okay? I'm so sorry. So sorry. I was being a big bully, and look, I was trying to play around, and I fucked around and hurt my friend's feelings. Whitebird, I'm sorry. Could you, Angela of Alba? That'd be nice. My mom was 60 when she had menopause. What is the actual common age for menopause? I really truly don't know. I think I've always heard like mid 40s. I'm nowhere near mid 40. Sorry, there was a fly in my throat. Convenient time, and some may say no more because you'll be put in timeout. 40-ish? Wow. All right, well, Whitebird, all the apologies. I know I'm in my late 20s, but there is a chance it could be. Menopause makes you feel like you're dying. I guess it does. Listen, I'm going to show my ignorance. Let me just move along. You know what is really ignorant? I'll tell you what's really ignorant. Filing for a court hearing and then acting surprised when the court hearing comes. Woo-hoo! I mean, paint me confused. How can you say that something happened so damn quickly when it's an emergency situation? You know what? That's right. My chat now. This is outrageous. I am outraged by everything I've heard. I thought, you know what? I'm going to sit back. Surely this person's going to come back. They're not going to talk about any of this. They're just going to move forward. They want it all to end. They've gone to all the lengths to make it all end, right? This is my thought process. And I'm like, so surely they're not going to come back here acting a fool and going at people again. And they're just going to move along and whatever. Spooky skeletons. I don't know the song. It just stays in my head. But hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. What is this? Delete you, delete you, delete you, and delete you, and bring you up over here. Look at this gangster ass skeleton, dude. He's pretty freaking cool. Oh my gosh. Hold on, because I got to move this down. This is just temporary. Listen, I'm a little more creative normally, but I spent hours making this, so don't judge me. Oh, the Grim Reaper's coming. Oh, shit. So yeah, it's annoying, right? Here's the other thing. Wow, he came right on up to the screen. Scared me a little bit. The other thing is that this idea that like the attorney was going to help, but it was last minute and all of that is a straight up lie. And I do hope that you are not that stupid that you went and looked to see what that could mean for an attorney to say that they are helping you with something where they never, ever, ever address their appearance to the court. Look at anybody else's court dockets. Look at anything. Every attorney enters an appearance. So the fact that you were claiming that your attorney was involved, but his appearance was never entered onto the record, could be a problem for said attorney. I mean, it could. I gotta move the little. Let's put me up in a window. We're up in a window. We're getting away from these monsters. Spooky. The witch. More like stupid, not confused. No, more like lying is what it is. Do y'all have a court date, or do you have to wait until her lawyer responds? We don't have a court date. We have a due date for the brief. That's what we have. Um, Now, again, background, he didn't know attorneys had niche and their attorney can't do petitions to the court. Wow. He didn't know certain attorneys work in certain areas of the law, but he's going to tell all of us that we don't know anything about true crime. It's the same guy that asked why they didn't get their own prosecutor. Blessed be. I don't think she did. I think she paid $500 a pop for C&Ds. I think her total, in my opinion, was $2,000, $500 a pop. And I think that's as far as his services went. That's what I believe. I think that is why every single, I don't even want to call them receipts. Everything she showed was different. I think Brittany had an excuse for why she was going to walk out that day unsuccessful. And she tried to orchestrate that the way it did. Now, when she says that the judge told her, this is what I would love for all of you to ask. How did the judge tell you anything? Because she's telling people there was never an ex parte that she missed, although we know there was, unless she's changed it recently. We know, every day the story changes with her. So I'll start with the last I heard. She told everybody that there was never an ex parte that she missed. So I want to know how she was told by the judge how to bring her evidence. Okay. She was likely told a thumb drive or a phone that you're willing to hand over to the courts. Not a burner phone. A phone you're willing to hand over to keep in evidence with the courts. When she went in there and was told she can't have her cell phone, she simply could have told the guy, the jailer, that this phone is my evidence. I'll turn it off. That's what she should have done. She wouldn't have needed a judge to tell her anything if she had an attorney representing her. She's not saying it was thrown out, Tyler, because unless she is she saying that now? Is she saying that it was thrown out because the attorney didn't show? I know. The jailer. Believe me, I know. They don't throw a case out if an attorney doesn't show up. The judge gives a continuance because, client has a right. Is this her latest? Rebel! Thank you for becoming a member. We love rebels over here. I know, Evelyn. She's never quite been capable of keeping up with her own lies. Want to know what I think? Obviously you do if you're tuning in this morning. This is what I think. I think she never had her attorney representing her with this. I think her attorney likely said to her over a conversation or two that the next thing you can try to do is go for an RO. I believe that. I don't believe he had any help in any of this. I think when she said that she didn't know she had an ex parte hearing because her attorney was supposed to do something with the paperwork, I think can get him in a lot of trouble. Because again, your attorney has to enter his appearance if he is doing anything to help you in any capacity when it comes to a courtroom. They have to enter their appearance. It is unethical for an attorney to not. So I think by you telling the world this, you were essentially telling everybody that this attorney doesn't follow court rules, which I would say is pretty problematic. Okay. I think if you were terrified, you would have showed up a lot quicker than 2 minutes early. I've shown up earlier to freaking child support hearings, okay? Welcome, Lovey. Thank you. She said he had a meeting yesterday morning with him, but then never mentioned any of it on her live that I saw. Yeah. I just think the whole thing is kind of, it's just insane that people believe what is being told. What I think really happened was she knew that she wouldn't be successful. I think she purposely and intentionally made herself late to the hearing. Maybe she was afraid that Chloe and Cletus were inside the courtroom. I don't know. But we all knew that she would turn around and say, well, they didn't get to see my evidence. Because that's exactly what she said when she lost in PA. They didn't see my evidence. Right. Oh, just come back after you modify your paperwork? No, what you write down is under oath. There's no modifying the paperwork. And this idea that it all happened too quickly and too swiftly and she didn't know what to do and blah, 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 blah. The idea of all of that is so stupid because you started it. You don't go into the courts if you're not ready to go into the courts. And then to say, my attorney didn't have enough time. You've had this attorney since July. Where was she when you were scared of thugs and their lawyer in your area in the lawsuit she was party of? You mean the lawsuit she initiated against me? The lawsuit she threw me into? The lawsuit I was never a part of or a thought of until she called them? That one? Hey now, Betty Boot. Yeah, that one. When she says things about people going real life and this and that, she started it. You have to have pre-approval to use a phone to show evidence. The approved method for showing digital evidence is a USB drive or print of said evidence. I don't know. I don't know about that, Kimberly, but I do know that if she had an attorney representing her, she would have had all her ducks lined up. You don't get to go into the courtroom and then say you're not ready. It's called a protective order. It's an emergency thing. It's intimate danger. You don't get to initiate it and then say, I need another month to poke and prod these people to have enough evidence to be successful, Your Honor. Southern Shortcake, welcome to the MFers. Thank you. Chronic tardiness. Yeah, I think it was all part of a bigger plan to excuse why it wasn't granted. And then, again, to tell everybody her attorney was involved. There's legalities behind that, folks. In order to represent you, he has to enter his appearance with the courts. Yesterday, she watched everybody who had a live and saw what they had to say. I think she listened to have something to say, but in her own lying life. Well, absolutely. She takes the bits that we point out don't make sense and then tries to make them make sense, but through lies. So then she gets caught up and the lie changes or expands, or it's always the same. Yeah, not enough time. Not enough time. You initiate it. What do you mean not enough time? When she walked in that day and she filed that, she likely was supposed to have an ex parte that day, told the judge she wasn't ready. The judge gave her a whole secondary date, which if you go back to that Sunday, on that Sunday, she even said, I have legal things to handle tomorrow. And that would have been the ex parte hearings, okay? And she still didn't show up. She still didn't show up. Then she turns around and goes to Chloe and Cletus are now aware of it, and she knows there's another hearing, and she shows up 2 minutes before the hearing, but this girl's terrified. And the biggest thing being, if she was really terrified, she would not have came back on the internet and done any of what she's doing. I saw somebody said to her the other day, because I watched a video on it, saying, why don't you just apologize? And she does this whole dance about, like, I did apologize. Rah, 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 rah. Ask yourself the same question, subscriber. Why is she still poking if she's terrified? She can't afford to appeal this, Mama 3. What are you going to appeal? The fact that you didn't have respect for the courts, so you came late? What are you going to appeal? Good morning, Real Kellis. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. She wasn't paying attention. No attorney had traveled 4 hours one way, plus a court appearance that would cost too much, and she already spent that money on Craig and makeup. I don't know. When a judge does roll call and her attorney on record isn't there, they automatically continue a case for the client. But she didn't have an attorney on record, Tyler. That's the whole point. She didn't have one. And then to tell the judge, my attorney didn't come today because we thought it'd be continued. No attorney takes that. I thought it'd be. You don't do that. You don't do that. Your attorney either requests a continuance. It can be appealed. Everything's appealable. Absolutely, it can. Again, what are you going to appeal on? The only way to appeal is if the judge abused their discretion. If they mistook the law. None of that happened here. She didn't show up on time. And I don't know about her courtrooms, right? And I understand every courtroom is different. I will say this. Anytime I've ever walked into a courtroom, Brittany called it a jailer, but they usually do have a person within the courtroom. And when new people come in, they will normally say to them, have you checked in? And then you check in with them. She's saying she sat there for over an hour and a half. There's so many things I don't believe with what she says. If you were that afraid, you would not have came that late. I'm sorry. Right. Same thing she said in PA. I didn't get to show my evidence. I don't believe. I think that was part of her scheme. I do. I really do. Bailiff. I really believe it was part of it. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, Captain Kurt. I don't recommend anybody calling him. All you need to do is look on the court docket and see if he's representing her, and the answer is no. The answer is no. Anything said by me is my opinion only and shall not reflect on GW. Huh? Anything said by me is my opinion only and shall not reflect on GW. I have no idea what you're saying. I see it, Tribal Gal. We got to win. We got to get them out of here. All she needs to do. I've never met somebody whose family's been in danger for years and yet nothing has happened. For literal years now, Brittany has said her family has been in danger for years. Okay? Literal years. Oh, thank you, Smoky Mountain. I get it now. I love this idea that only you are a victim of everything, Brittany, because just 2 months ago, you were screaming how I wasted the court's time. I didn't deserve what I was granted. How I never met the person and we don't even live in the same state and this and that. But when it comes to you, the rules are always different, aren't they? Rules for thee, but not for me. That's always the way it is with her. If she really wanted all this to end, she could have came back. She could have taken a few days off. She didn't have to come back and respond. She could have taken a few days off. She could have came back and went a whole different topic and not acknowledge any of it. But she acts like she has zero self-control. This is all her doing. All of this is her doing. I heard that video the other day that her friend put together for her. And some of the shit, I was like, holy shit, I never knew that was said. Yeah, it does sound horrible. But I have enough common sense, and I've been here to see that there were things that were said and done to get that person to that place. Nonetheless, nothing I heard warranted an RO, litigation, or anything outside of a YouTube maybe flag and block. The fact that you poke and prod everybody and you keep going at the people you claim to be terrified of, I don't know when her subs are going to wake up and realize it. I really don't. When are you going to realize it? She lied about how the C&Ds were sent. Excuse me. She lied about the way they were sent. She lied about having signatures. I'm sure she's lying about the court appearance that day. She's lying that there was never an ex parte hearing, although it's written right on the paperwork. The girl lies, and y'all sit there and eat it up. It's really quite infuriating. And because of the few people in the chat that hate Clue a little bit more, so they wanted this to go through, you justify the things that make zero sense, and you try to make everybody else believe what you believe, when the truth is you only believe it because of who you hate, not because it's true. Aren't you tired of looking like an idiot? Are you tired of being gaslit? There's absolutely no way this attorney was representing her. None. Or was dismissed. Talking about Chloe and Cleese was crazy to me. Exactly, Lindsay. She'll never stop it. She'll never stop it because she lives for this. She is the fire starter. This is what she does. This is who she is. This is who she's always been. She wants to be able to play in it and do whatever she wants and say whatever she wants, but she doesn't want accountability with it. It's really quite infuriating. Twice now, she's claimed that people on YouTube have put her lives in danger, yet she continues to go at them because she tried for an RO and PA too. She still won't acknowledge what's happening there. She will never change as long as they are sitting there believing all her lies. I'm dumbfounded. So I heard this, right? I don't even know where it came from, but let me pull it up. A few stupid little things I've heard. Stupid song stuck in my head. Is it this one? Probably not, but let's see. There's so many. Gee golly, you can pick one any gosh damn day. There's so many. She just doesn't stop. We got to cover up the coup skeleton. All right. What is he flicking? Flicking a leaf? She lacks maturity. No, she lacks any self-accountability. It is the jailer's fault. It's the judge's fault. It's her attorney's fault. I heard she's blaming everybody in the town. But wasn't it just a month or two ago she was telling us all that she's such good friends with the officer, the cops friends with Craig, and it's a small town and everybody respects them and blah, blah, blah. Oh, that pisses me off so bad. Don't get me because there is nothing that pisses me off more than her saying she is tired of the RICO. Are you? Are you really? Are you tired of the RICO? Are you tired of hearing about it? Fucking nerve. You know, she sits there and acts like she's in such fear and it was so sudden and she wasn't prepared and all these things. Do you know I woke up one regular fall fucking Friday to hear my phone going off as I'm trying to get my child up for school? My phone is blowing up telling me that I'm being sued. And I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. What are you talking about? And they're like, no, you are. You really are. And I'm like, what? And I tune in to hear Molly and TM saying how I'm facing this big lawsuit for a criminal enterprise on a Friday. You want to talk about sudden? You want to talk about the fear? Are you kidding me? Spare me, you're tired of hearing about it. I should have never had to deal with it. Fucking traumatizing. I don't care if anybody's tired of hearing about it. I assure you, nobody is more tired than I am. Everything changed with me from that day forward. Everything. I didn't go live every morning anymore. There were nights I couldn't fucking sleep. I didn't know if I'd be able to find an attorney. You're getting numbers thrown at you of how much these attorneys cost. Oh, we can take it, but it's going to be about $50,000. Oh, we can do it, but I need $25,000 up front. Oh, I can do it, but it's going to be $500 an hour. And guess what? I didn't have a fucking choice. I did not have a choice. I didn't decide I want to go today and be in litigation. I didn't get a chance of 18 months of collecting evidence. Fucking say you're tired of hearing about something that you fucking started. It was an absolute nightmare. It is a nightmare. It's still a nightmare. You know, no matter what, my name is always tied to this. From a news broadcast out of Tennessee to articles, my name is always tied to this. Clear it or not, my name is tied to this. You know what? I saw Just Saying write this out the other day, and I literally cried reading it. Because it's one thing when you know that people get it. It's a whole nother when you see that somebody truly gets it. And I know Just Saying writes really long things, but when they were on point, they were on point. I'm going to try not to cry while I read it because I know some of you are tired of it too. And I get it, man. I promise you I do. You ever experience something so traumatizing that there's days where like you're reminded of it and it feels like a brick just landed on your chest? That's how I feel at times. At times I can go on like everything's fine, nothing's happening, do my daily day, and then it hits me at the end of the day. I was doing no different than anybody else. Nothing. At that point, I wasn't even one of the people that were accusing Seth. Anyway, I'm just keeping myself together. I just fucking nerve to say you're tired of it. Let me tell you something. Those tears were very real, very genuine, but those tears were because her pride was hurt, her image was tarnished, a little bit of her lie was exposed. There are no words for the manipulation that we have witnessed over the past week. If you believe in going real life, you don't belong on my channel. That's what Brittany said. Are you effing kidding me? Are you kidding me? This whole circus was created by a group of people going as real life as you can get. And guess who was right in the midst of it all? Brittany. When Brittany instigated a feud with someone over 4 years ago because she's stuck in high school where girl code exists, and then carried that on for years, feeding it with jealousy and hate and growing more and more vengeful with every year, she then takes that hate and seeks others out to try and take group legal action against the woman she envies so greatly. And in 2024, she finally found it. She finally stumbled upon the perfect opportunity to get her revenge, and she jumped on it. Don't forget, she was over in that guy's DMs saying they should go legal against me, and I never even knew that guy. I never even spoke on that guy, and she's in his DMs how they should go legal against me. I can't even think of his name right now. That's how little I don't know him. Real life. When you are going along covering cases with everyone else, doing nothing differently than any other, and suddenly you're thrown into a lawsuit with 10 people, some you don't even know by their name, and accused of criminal activity. You are blindsided. Imagine the panic. Imagine the overwhelming amount of fear. Imagine the racing thoughts of what to do, how to respond, who do you call, what do you say? And this is your hometown where you have always lived. Your family is here. Your kids go to school here. You know people here. How will this affect them? How do you tell them? How will you afford this? And it's right around the holidays. Retainers cost money that you don't have just lying around. I'll never forget. I couldn't stop throwing up that night. I couldn't. I just kept throwing up. I just was so afraid. Fucking fear, Brittany, right? And then you hear what you're being accused of. Imagine the fear when you find out that you're being accused of impeding the search for a missing child and being part of a criminal enterprise in your own backyard. Imagine the fear you would feel for your children and how this could possibly affect them. Would they be targeted? Would their peers find out and harass them at school? Would their friends' parents find out and not want them around her? How do you explain this to them? I had to explain something I didn't even understand. It's mid-October. Christmas is almost here. You don't have the money to retain an attorney. You don't have the money to pay an attorney for a long-term court costs. You call a few places and even find an attorney and will take this on is going to be difficult. Everyone on YouTube now knows about it and is waiting for you to respond. You're being talked about, both good and bad, everywhere that Sebastian's being talked about. It's you and someone you barely know against 10 people, one of whom is a globally recognized celebrity, and one is the father of a missing child, so immediately sympathy is evoked and working against you. And then the father takes the mainstream news outlets and says that if something happens to his son, that you will have blood on your hands. You have another plaintiff who is relatively well known going live and talking about how long this case will drag out and how costly it will be. They also said they were going to hold a press conference on my local court steps. I was told I can sign the paperwork by Monday or there will be a press conference that Dog the Bounty Hunter will be at, that the news stations can get one-on-one on my local court steps. Do you know what that means? It would have aired all over my local news. It would have been in my own backyard, Brittany. That's what I was facing. And then you all cried about a joke about a marching band? Really? The stress level from the public accusations is immense and affects every facet of your life. You can't sleep well because your mind is constantly racing. You're distracted during the day because you're not sleeping well, and you can't think about anything else. You stop streaming every day because you don't want to talk about it, or you're just too depressed to pretend to be okay. And then you lose income because you aren't streaming. Money that could have been saved or spent on other things in life goes to an attorney. Your kids get a distracted mom. You have to have an embarrassing conversation with all of your family members so they understand when they hear things about you. You have to depend on the kindness of strangers to pay for your defense. You go between feeling ashamed, feeling helpless, feeling angry, feeling like you just can't get out of bed. I can't even read it. Thank you, just saying, for understanding it. If you guys want to hear the rest of it, you can go read it over there, but I can't even read it. Every time she diminishes what she did to me, it just infuriates me because I never deserved it. I never deserved what she did to me. She will never acknowledge what she did to me. Instead, she says she's tired of hearing about it. I'm still paying for it. Not just financially. But you're tired of hearing about it. I'll never forget the arrogance of Brittany when this was filed. She sat up there and she had Justin with her, and she had the green team, and she was on top of the world. And I felt like the world was against me, right? She loved it. She loved it. She loved every minute of it. Over there telling people when I'm looking at jail time. And she loved every fucking minute of it. You know what? She got to do this and never deal with it again. She did. Admittedly, it was free for her, and she never dealt with it again. So it's easy for you to say you're over it, or you want to forget it, or you're tired of hearing about it because you never had to deal with it. You got to sign a piece of paper and walk away. And then you have the nerve to try to comfort me again? It wasn't good enough the first time, Brittany? You want to comfort me again? I mean, it's unfathomable to try to explain to people what this was like. And then even worse, that she kept talking about me. She kept going and sharing videos and talking about me, community posts and spying in on and doing all these things. Yet she's telling the court she's terrified of me. Her lies cost a lot more than just money. I'll likely never see that money again. I understand that. But I'll never get back the past year of my life. I will never be able to take away the past year of stress, the anxiety. It will never go away. I will never forget this, ever. And she says that she's traumatized by YouTube. You started all of this, Brittany. You started all of this. You started all of this real life shit. You. And then you sit over there and you act confused, right? You act like you're just being picked on and nobody knows why. You just want to be left alone. Oh, I can't stand her. Anyway, let me play this video. I'm sorry. Thank you, just saying, for truly fucking getting it. It means a lot. Thank you so much, Cash. Thank you, Jennifer.
Hell bent on
Me leaning forward. You leaning forward. Let me tell you something. If I got a fucking ticket and leaning forward on my steering wheel, my ass.
I can't even stand to hear her talk because everything she says is just a lie. It's half truths. It's a fucking lie. It's spun to make her a victim. I hope so, Jenks. Yeah, like I was literally dogpiled by Brittany for fucking years. Dogpiled. Anywhere there was an anti-GW, there she was, missing her own streams for it, jumping in it, part of it, everything. I would have never, ever thought that she would have done to me what she did, especially when just a year ago you had Brittany saying, "You've never gone real life on me, Granny." She knows I haven't done these things to her. I've argued with Brittany for 4 fucking years. She's never had any of this shit happening to her. But somehow it's me. And she lies about events. She lies and makes things up to dehumanize you and demonize you to justify what she's doing to you. That's what she does. And it's the biggest fucking mindfuck of your life. I mean, it truly fucks you up. It's like being in an abusive relationship you never wanted part of. The lies are endless with her. And at the end of the day, she has no empathy for anybody else. She is the world's biggest victim. She doesn't care what she's done to you. It's all about her. It is such a mindfuck. Thank you, Angel. Or I'm sorry. Let's move on. I'm sorry. Thank you, Kat. She's fucking tired of it. I mean, I can't fathom. I couldn't fathom. I mean, imagine arguing with this thing for 4 fucking years. And they just keep going and going and going. But they're so afraid. Fuck, man. Begged this thing for years. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. But you know what? My location was perfect for their little fucking scam. My location was perfect for their little Rico, their little fantasy world. We got the message of Brittany saying it. He's going after Granny first because of her location. It's the only reason I was chosen and thrown into this is because of my location.
so hell bent on
Me leaning forward. You leaning forward. Let me tell you something. If I got a fucking ticket and leaning forward on my steering wheel, my ass would I would be in trouble for more than a ticket, y'all.
Would you not think that they would do like a sobriety
That's crazy.
Come on now, put 2 and 2 together.
Do you know that they didn't do a sobriety test reality? This is the type of shit that she does. She comes on here, tells all of her business, and then wonders why everybody knows everything. Thank you, Candalee. I wish I could be there for you and tell you everything was going to be okay. Send you hugs. My heart is really breaking for you. Thank you, Candalee. It's impacted all of us. But don't mistake for one moment. She is the reason this community is where it's at. Did the ticket say she was leaning forward? I don't know. I didn't see the ticket. I don't know anything about it, but I wouldn't doubt it. Just the way she's acting here. I would be a lot more than a ticket. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It was in the comment section of the ticket. Who has it? Did anybody show it? Welcome, Blue Eyes. Thank you for becoming a member. Always a kernel of truth in it. That's it. And then even that gets taken away. Oh, thank you so much, Lovey. I did just see that. Thank you. Jay showed it. I don't have you blocked, Jay. I see you. I wasn't reading the chat for a minute. Here's who should cry later about the meanies. I'm not even being mean to her. I'm just pointing out the inconsistencies in her stories. There's a lot of them. Your lawyer was not involved in this. Thank you, Jen. Not long, B-fam.
Common sense.
I can't with that. That's crazy to me. Why are y'all so invested in my seatbelt ticket?
George.
You know what? To be honest, Tara, if my life is still flipped upside down in 4 years because of her, then yes, I will. Yep. I might talk it out for another 10. It all depends. If in 4 years I'm still dealing with the litigation Brittany threw into my life, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. Sure will. Thank you, Tony girl. My continued prayers go out to you, Grady. You were handed a raw deal by a perpetual victim. You're a very strong woman, and sometimes you just need a hug and be told everything will be all right. It's not a sign of weakness to cry. Thank you. Welcome a little bit off. Thank you for becoming a member. All right.
Hey, Ben George, good to see you. Exactly, Amy. Why?
Jay read it.
Are y'all so invested?
What I'm saying, why the
Jesus.
hey. Exactly, PJ. Because then in question, the officer would have to do something further if that's what he had walked up on and seen. So that's not what happened.
So is the cop lying in reality? Is it the cop now lying? Is everybody always lying on Brittany? Everybody's just lying on poor Brittany. The cops, the judge, the lawyers, you name it. Everybody's just lying.
Obvious. And it was a seatbelt ticket. Right.
Oh, I know that there's the talk of the private investigators and shit like that. But regardless, if there are
what private investigators? It's not illegal to have a private investigator, by the way.
Or there aren't. Those are blatant lies. Those are app lies, and they stop because people know what they're doing when they lie and say stuff like that. They're trying to incite the subscriber to cause.
Where can I find this, Jay? I'll show it. She wants to talk about it and say people are lying. I'll show it. Where's it at? I have no problem showing it because this is what she does, right? She turns around, she lies about something, and then forces people to show it. If the cop wrote in there that you were leaning, the cop's not lying. Okay. Let's go ahead and show it. Officer comments, defendant traveling US 74 eastbound near IDA Mill Road in a white Toyota van. Defendant leaning forward and seatbelt hanging at B post. Defendant provided a valid North Carolina driver license. Defendant leaning forward and seatbelt hanging at B post. Defendant leaning forward. Okay? The cop wrote it. Right, the same cop that everybody's familiar with because Brittany puts all of her shit on the internet. It says it right there, Brittany. There's nothing to lie about when people can pull it up. Some things you just don't have to address everything, man. You don't have to address all of it. You'd be better off ignoring things instead of lying about them. It's quite infuriating, honestly, that somebody always has to lie and answer to everything and then claim they want to be left alone.
Hell bent on
Me leaning forward. You leaning forward. Let me tell you something. If I got a fucking ticket and leaning forward on my steering wheel, my ass would I would be in trouble for more than a ticket, y'all.
Well, I'm sure CPS was notified. I'm sure there's some truth in what you're saying. But again, Locklear wrote it right here. Defendant leaning forward and seatbelt hanging at beat post. It's right there. It's right there. Betty Boop, thank you so much. I know you do, and I know all of you do, and I really appreciate it. It's right there, man. Now you'll turn around and say, y'all, now they're showing my tickets, but you won't say that you're lying to people. Do I think the ticket should have ever been of conversation? Nah. I don't give a fuck that you got a seatbelt ticket. I don't care what you're doing in your life. I don't care. But you always have to answer everything, and that makes things blow up and become bigger. You're not new to YouTube. You know how this works. That's why a lot of people think you want it, including Craig. Craig himself said you enjoy arguing with all these people, and you do. And you do.
Would you not think that they would do like a sobriety test?
Crazy.
Come on now, put two and two together. Common sense.
I cannot.
Reality saying use common sense is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Reality, you've left your common sense at Brittany's feet a long time ago, Toots. All right?
Can't with that. That's crazy to me. And why are y'all so invested in my seatbelt ticket?
Ben George.
Hey, Ben George, good to see you.
Hey, Ben George, don't interrupt me. I'm knee deep in drama. She did. She already admitted to that, Beats Him. So Beats Him wrote, well, didn't BJ make it a claim in her injunction against you about a seatbelt not being on? So this proves that she has a history of doing it. She said that I defamed her by saying, you'll never catch me driving with my children unbuckled standing up. She says she never had a seatbelt ticket and that I defamed her and I lied. She later admitted that she did get, in fact, seatbelt tickets for her and the children. That's what she does. She lies and then the truth comes out. And 9 out of 10 times, she's the one that debunks herself. It's a crazy, crazy thing, but yes, it happens. She got a ticket for not buckling a kid under 16. Thank you. Yep. And I only knew that because she told me herself. Nonetheless, I said, you'll never catch me. So I don't know how that was defamatory against you, but.
Exactly, Amy. Why are y'all so invested?
What I'm saying, why such
Jesus.
Hey.
I'll tell you why. Because you have personally impacted each of our lives. Because you have personally went at each of us with such a sore point to light a fire under everybody's individual asses. That's why. But you know that. She knows that.
Exactly, PJ. Because then in question, the officer would have to do something further if that's what he had walked up on.
Damn, so now this cop's not doing his job either. Hell. The cop's not doing his job. The attorney's not doing his job. The PA attorney's not doing his job. The CPS isn't doing their job. The judge isn't doing their job. Damn, you're surrounded by people that are just not doing their jobs.
And seeing, so that's not what happened, obviously. And it was a seatbelt ticket, right?
Oh, I know that there's the talk of the private investigators and shit like that. But regardless if there aren't, those are blatant lies. Those are app lies, and they stop because people know what they're doing. When they lie and say stuff like that, they're trying to incite the subscriber to cause more problem call. Oh, and someone also reached out
To what? To call to do what? See, what Brittany just said right there is that what she says is to manipulate her subscribers. She projected that onto all of you as if you're all little sheeple and easily gullible MFers, but she's really speaking about her own people when she just said that.
and to incite the subscriber to cause more problem call. Oh, and someone also
What is
reached
she saying there? To cause more problem call. She like malfunction in the middle of that end of that sentence? What was that?
trying to incite the subscriber to cause more problem call. Oh, and someone also
What?
reached out to my attorney last night and told him
Look at
that
the
I
face.
blamed him for
Oh my.
my failure. Or
You did. You technically did. Now, I don't agree with calling her attorney. I think Brittany tells you all you need to know, and I don't think there's any reason to call her attorney. But you can't say who called and why, and you did blame him. You said he was representing you when his name's not on the docket. If a phone call's all he gets, it'd probably be lucky.
and that I'm filing documents and falsely accusing him of being my attorney.
Oh my
I
god.
mean,
No
you
thanks,
people y'all are out of control.
Wow. If that's not concerning, then what is? That's crazy.
If that's not concerning, then what is reality? Oh, I don't know. Your friend being litigious and asking everybody to pay for her litigious failures? The fact that your friend's even talking about all this after just seeking an RO against two people? What could be more concerning? Are you kidding me?
It's just more evidence of how all this crap's happening, and it just don't stop. It don't stop.
It's more evidence for who? More evidence for what? It's just more evidence that I'll never submit to a judge. Just more evidence. You know what's more evidence? The fact that you came back from that hearing and started right back up. That's the only evidence anybody needs, is that you yourself keep it going. Her own sons were questioning her all over the internet yesterday. Very well could have been one of them since she refused to tell them what their money went to. Right. Could be anything. It's just more evidence, guys. It's more evidence for Shady to put together a shady video. It's just more evidence. More evidence that she participates in what she's getting. Oh, Hartley says, nope, I'm not believing anyone called her attorney unless he gets on YouTube and proves it. Oh, Hartley. It's a good point. It's a good point. Don't forget, y'all, they admittedly tried looking into my attorney. They admittedly tried looking into my attorney, but you failed because he doesn't have he doesn't have websites and shit. But they tried. They tried to get him. No, I can't, Al Dente. Can you say goodbye? Never in my life seen someone who just flat out lies about any and everything. The lies and manipulation just roll off her tongue. They sure do. I think she's inciting hate when she says all this shit. Hey, Katie. She incites the hate when she says they. Listen, you got your ex-supporters going at you. There was a stream last night where ex-mods came together. You got your ex-friend Laura going at you. You got your ex-friend Jules of Thought going at you. You still have ex-moderators from 2+ years ago going at you. How do you divvy up who's doing what and put it on who? I didn't see that. How do you decide who you're going to blame for what when you got so many people going at you? Did you get the body cam one, Hartley? Let me come look. You didn't get that? That's all right. You do enough, Hartley. You are much
I
appreciated.
don't know. I just figured if anybody's been feeling like I have at times, like just remember that. Like if when you want to worry is when you're not being correct. Reality wins has been a member.
What? When you want to worry is when you're not being correct? Is that what she just said? I was like, they're wild because she's just infuriated with all the lies. I told y'all that, didn't I, Kathy? I said y'all just bang your heads into a brick wall.
I just figured if anybody's been feeling like I have at times, like just remember that. Like if when you want to worry is when you're not being correct. Reality wins.
When you want to worry is when you're not being correct. Whatever the fuck that means. I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what, really, just, you know what, Vibrator? Sure, give her an Oscar, right, for being the victim. But I'll tell you this. The fact that she doesn't stop is where people, her subscribers, should say, wait a minute. Now, we just gave you like $10,000, right? Over $10,000. You send out 4 C&Ds, only 3 are being claimed, but you're saying 4. And then you go and get this RO. Try to get 2 ROs, and your attorney doesn't represent you. What is really going on here? What is really happening here? Why does she come back and come right back into this? If she's so terrified, why didn't she just do actual content? Hartley last night, someone said that Laura says she called him, but they were talking about different questions being asked, so it might have been a different call, but it sounded like she admitted it. You don't say. You don't say. Maybe someone who donated her money for the attorney is calling her attorney. Maybe. You think so, Ozzy? I never saw someone with so much nerve. Ain't that the truth?
Has been a member for 14. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, Lee Zimmerman. Reality says, always supporting you, Britt. Stay strong. You want to come up? Oh, Bellanova. I'm glad. Shady. I see the Britney community is growing. What the F is happening, girl?
Look, right here shows she ain't afraid of shit. She's like flattered by the attention. Like, listen to what she says right here. This sounds like somebody who's terrified, who needs ROs.
Come up. Oh, Bellanova. I'm glad. Shady. I see the Britney community is growing. What the F is happening? Girl. 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 All right, hold on. I'll drop the link for you.
So I sound like somebody who's terrified? Girl. 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 So I sound like somebody who's terrified? Right, this is right after the live where she did all the crying and hyperventilating and her family's more in danger. Daisy Duke was pretty boisterous about her attorney. How'd that work? She's loving it. She's fucking loving it.
You okay, great. Let me let reality
Girl.
come up. I know, Shady, right? My God. I saw old Laura CPS over there got a new one.
I saw little BJ over there who claims to be so terrified, still doing the same shit she was doing before, right? You sure know a lot about everybody you dislike for somebody who doesn't watch any of it. It's fucking unbelievable. Her voice, man. Craig calling out Chomos again last night. The same man that said it's okay so long as the child approaches the adult. That's all she's good at is mocking people, but she's a victim. Tessa, don't forget it. God damn it. When it gets too much, she's the victim. So I didn't watch this, but I heard all about it. Let's take a little gander, shall we? We're going to forward a little bit. The title is "It's Over, BJ. This is what clarification looks like."
Hello, Holly. Thank you. How
I hate that air.
I don't know how there's still people who don't see through her. To be, I mean, it's mind blowing to me. And that's not being mean. That's me being as real as I can be. But we're gonna talk about it. The true person that she is fixing to be exposed for who she really, truly is. She cannot go on treating people the way that she does. She cannot go on threatening people the way that she does. And everybody's sick of it. And it is, the deceit, the deception, the lies, the bullshit, it's all got to come to an end. All right, you good? Cool. All that? Can you hear me? Oh, she can't hear me.
Gee golly.
I'm good. Here, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so you can hear me good?
Definitely.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that.
Yes, I can hear great.
Oh, that was one of the best videos I've seen, right? Who was begging for cash apps? But let me show you all this really quick. I believe it was Just Saying, because they're always fantastic with their receipts. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Former mod of Beach, is that who she was? I remember somebody put out a video because Brittany said, y'all, when did I ask y'all for help with the beds, right? When did I ask for help with the beds? And somebody put out and dropped the hardest receipt showing that she was absolutely asking for help buying these beds. So I'll look for that while I play this.
Okay, perfect.
No, I can
Hey,
hear
perplexed in the house. Okay, so I had talked to Kristen. Kristen was a ex, or she is an ex mod of Brittany's, and she's been through a lot with.
Here it is. Sorry, Kristen's been through a lot, but we're going to play this really quick. Well, they've all been through a lot. They've been through a lot, Jay.
Imagine if she did lose a lot of weight, how big her chin.
Oh, it's not this one. This one.
Where did y'all ever see a bed
Been through
fund?
a lot.
Put a one in chat if you remember me ever having a bed fund. Did I ever ask for? I distinctively remember I was live going to Southern Pines and I said, I'm going to look for a bed. I got to get some mattresses.
That's all she said, y'all.
I don't ever remember asking for $1. Do you guys remember me asking for money for a bed? On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
So here she is streaming while driving again. Obviously reading chat.
Back on the road. Craig wants me to get a so I'm on a mission today. If anybody wants to help me, I'm buying a bed. I gotta buy a bed, and I'm buying a food. What do you call it? A scale, a food scale for him. Craig's going hardcore on this whole diet thing, so I'm going shopping. Unfortunately,
if anybody would like to help out, unfortunately,
breaking my bank is basically what I'm doing.
Breaking my
They call
bank.
me yellow.
Made it. We made it. We made it. Thank you, Kristen, for dropping my cash links.
So she's reading chat. Thank you, Kristen. Kristen, who we're going to hear from just a moment.
Anything helps. I'm going to be here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for helping me get through some of the really tough times. I'm telling you.
It's really tough to provide your children with mattresses. Really fucking tough times.
All right, guys, I have got to go in here and look at mattresses. I may go live on my way back home. If you guys want to come back in about 20 minutes, I can go live again. Put a one in chat if you're going to be free in the next 20 minutes. I'll go live again.
See how confident Brittany was back then, on top of the world? vindicated from CPS.
Got to go in here and take care of get these mattresses and stuff.
Okay, who said?
That's a good point. Because they normally will give you vouchers, to be honest.
All right, I got to ask, who was saying that I asked you guys to buy my mattress? Okay, so now they're saying that I asked you guys to buy a mattress for me.
This is how her manipulation works. She don't come straight out and say it, right? She'd rather do this whole dry bag, like, unfortunately, and breaking my bank and blah, 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 instead of just asking.
And this and the food scale. Does anybody remember me dare asking anybody for $1 for a mattress and food scales?
Mission today. If anybody wants to help me, I'm buying a bed. I got to buy a bed, and I'm buying a food. What do you call it? A scale, a food scale for him. Craig's going hardcore on this whole diet thing, so I'm going shopping. Unfortunately, breaking my bank is basically what I'm doing. They call me Bella.
By the way, anybody recall that whole story about falling off the bed and banging her nose? Believe me, I don't need no warning, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, girl. I already know what time it is.
Brittany has done a lot. Brittany
guys
done a lot
remember
to
that?
her.
Broke the bed.
So I figured what
Bruce
better of a
knows.
person to have come out and just tell it like it is. Hey, everybody just coming in. Welcome.
All right, come on, folks. Get to the point, please.
So how do you want to start this? Do you want me to just start off with the questions, or what do you want to do?
I never emailed that stuff to you. I probably should do that right now.
Yeah, I
Probably.
haven't gotten it yet.
Probably should, Kristen. You probably should.
Start with some questions. I'll email you some of this other stuff, okay?
Get yourself
Okay.
another one.
I'll just start here then. Now, you followed Brittany for a while. How long have you followed her?
The CNY family, her during the Idaho 4 case.
Gee, these two.
I did pop in and know who she was during the Kylie Rodney case.
Mm-hmm.
So I had kind of information or knowledge of her. I just didn't follow her, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
Basically when I got into the Idaho 4 case, that's when I really got serious about following her. But of course Mallory was there too.
Gotcha. Now, how long were you a mod of hers?
What the fuck is happening?
Did you hear?
All right. Is she all right? No, girl. You're lucky you were even able to get yourself a new mattress in a box. I'm sleeping on an Amazon box. Leave me alone. What the fuck is going on here?
It got a little choppy for a second.
She looks like a sweet lady.
How long were you a mod of
I
hers?
was a mod of her since the only way I can really assess it is that when
Assess it?
yeah when
It's a question, girl.
oh okay
All right, there's a big delay going on there. Huge delay going on there.
I think I'm gonna have to hold up. I'm gonna just shove that all the way because
Yeah.
there might be some delay on my part.
Major delay happening.
So I was a mod of hers. I came in when Jennifer Heinhold left, and so it was February or March of 2024.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Are these the ones that were in the signed NDAs for the litigation lounge? Anybody? Are these those same women that signed NDAs because they were in the litigation lounge? It'd be interesting.
Now, at some point, you had started drifting away from her and pulling back a little bit. Can you want to tell me what caused that?
Hold on, I'm gonna put you away for a second.
No problem.
That's
There's a
her
big
name,
delay.
Jennifer Heinehole. Yeah, I don't really, She just bought 2 new computers,
hear me?
Amma. Or Yaya.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I can hear you too. That's good news. All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, this is much better.
Okay.
So yeah. So I was a mod of hers from like March of 20.
Jennifer's been around for literal like years now. At least a year and a half. Jennifer Hineyhole. That's her username. It is about that time, isn't it? She can't use the cameras anymore. She's used them too much. So, you know, now she has to use the broken computer.
2024 at the latest. Like that's, but I had followed her since like pretty much Idaho.
They
4,
are.
if that makes sense. So yeah,
Right. Yep.
Okay.
But I mean, it wasn't that long ago that you stopped modding for her, correct?
exactly. I stopped. Well, there's a little bit of background with that. If you all want to take a break and listen.
No, please.
Yes.
So I was the person. Okay, so this is gonna solidify everything across the board.
All right.
I was the dumbass who like leaked the stuff to Molly Golightly. Okay.
Oh, you're the bitch that spread my litigation across the internet. That's you. Oh, Kristen. That's you. Okay. So Kristen's the mod that sent around that I was being sued before I was even served. That's who Kristen is. Interesting. Changes things a little bit. I was already biting my damn tongue, but now I'm gonna lay into you.
This is what telling the truth looks like, by the way, just for everybody aware. This is what telling
Oh,
the
is
truth looks like. Okay. I owned up to
Yep.
that the absolute day that I did it.
Oh, did you? Tell us more. Now I'm going to fuck in. All right.
So I would really like for Brittany to own up for her shit that she does, because I hate a liar. Like I fucking hate a liar. I do.
You just
Yep.
supported one as they threw people into frivolous litigation, eh? That's what you like? Yeah, okay.
I
just
agree.
do.
I mean, the confidence.
Like if you do something wrong, you should take ownership of it, and there'll be more of that I'll prove along the way. And go from
Yep.
there.
Hey, in my defense, I said,
All
in my
right,
defense,
so,
I said she looks like a nice lady. Now, I don't know her to say that she's a nice lady, but I said she looks like a nice lady. That's what I said.
how long ago was it that you stopped?
So I left with the last group of mods. It was 8 of us, and we left somewhere the last part of June, very early July.
Oh, okay. Yep. Now, what was the breaking point for you? Because I mean, you really hung in there for a long time. I mean, you were quite loyal to her.
Definitely.
You're right.
I was a
Yes,
dumbass. Sorry, it is what it is. My
sir. Who signs the DNA? Now, listen, if you're like a huge channel, like I remember the Dad podcast did this whole thing exposing what an ex-mod that sold his merch for him did to him. And he said, going forward, my mods are going to sign NDAs. But he's like a huge channel, right? In that case, I can understand NDAs if somebody's on your inner workings and they're part of your business. And, you know, this lady was selling his merch. But for this, for her, an NDA, they only signed NDAs because they wanted to be part of the litigation lounge. I'm very curious now what was being protected with those fake NDAs because they're useless. Very, very useless.
all right. So my breaking point was
This is 1.5 speed, by the way.
oh, thank you, Della. I appreciate that. So basically,
Right, Jay.
it was a process for me.
You have to have the means to back
I
it
was
up.
super pissed off because I went through another issue back in March.
These ladies are all full of issues, bro. Very full of issues.
So like,
Hey,
I
Chris.
was brought back into the mod group after all of the whole scandal of
You were brought into one of the mod groups. You know how many mod groups they have?
the injunction. Okay.
Let's see how slow these people really talk. I'm curious. If they're the injunction, okay? Like just the injunction, okay? After we try to ruin this woman's life, okay? Say it how it is. Say it how it is. As y'all sit over there and want super chats because you're going through a tough time. Say it how the fuck it is. After you went along with trying to destroy a woman's life because you didn't like her.
All of the whole scandal of the injunction. Okay. Brought back in.
She did not just
And I was welcomed in with freaking roses and flowers and love. Okay. When I say this, we had some things going on in that chat. Angela was a part of that chat. And at that time,
I've just beaten it
we
up, folks.
were pretty much told, like, she's the devil and whatever. It's not legitimate. And by the way, all of this is clean, my opinion only, just so everybody is aware.
Oh, what? You don't want to get purposely sued, ma'am? You don't want to get sued? Is that what it is, Kristen?
Come for me. Don't you dare come for me.
Oh, okay. Y'all heard her now. Don't you come for her. Right, May. Shocker. Listen, I kind of like her. I kind of like the whole confident and sucking her teeth and the flinging around her hands. I kind of like it. It's hard to take her serious in that shirt, but she'll fuck around, this girl. You're not impressed, Jay? I'm a little impressed.
Because you have no grounds to stand on.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
But you thought she had grounds during that Rico,
so-
baby.
We had a chat going, and, you know, Moon was going so heavy for Brittany. So, like, she was all on Brittany's corner. We can all see, like, she's a little bit out there, bouncy, whatever, in her opinions.
You're all a little
That's
nutty.
yours to take. Great. Good on you, Moon. Do whatever you want to do. But all I did was reach out to her and tell her, hey, putting my name in your post is probably not going to look good for you because Angela's going to come for you. Okay?
Okay.
That's literally all I wanted to say.
Angel's gonna
And it came back on me in a way that I can't even describe to you guys. It was insanity.
Insanity.
I was supposed to be on my
It was insanity. You followed a fucking Rico and accused two women you never met of being part of a criminal enterprise. You went along with all of that, but hell, putting your name in a post was insanity.
I can't even
We got to slow it
describe
down
to
to
you
see
guys.
this.
It was insanity. I was supposed to be on mod call now. We're doing it.
My chat now. Oh, the slow speaking and the sheer confidence, and bless your heart, Kristen. Thank you for coming out with this story. This is so nice. This is so nice.
Right now, what's going on? Why did you do this? I mean, it was so gross. It was sick. And I was like, I was just looking out for Moon because I didn't want her to, to have Angela problems. And by the way,
Look, she's like, Angela's problematic, Moon's problematic, everybody's problematic. I love this.
Angela and I are good. We are good now. We have
She's very animated.
been able to
That's good.
piece together where things went wrong
You think.
and
I'll make it clap.
understand where each other was coming
I'll
from.
make it clap.
And I'm good with her. Like, she's okay.
She's all right. Yeah, I'm good
Right.
with her. You're scared of her.
It's just bizarre to me. So that was like the first part of me going,
Who the fuck
things are
knows,
not
Angel?
right. Things are not right.
Who the fuck knows, Angel? Girl, who knows?
At all. At all.
At all.
And I started to hang back in the chat and observe. Plain
Observation.
and simple.
Is that
And that's what I did for a long time.
that's what she did? Mm-hmm. Can't tell
Yeah.
her
I'll also
nothing.
say that it's pretty evident when other chats are made where people are going to be talking in and
Jay wasn't deleted. She's right there.
nobody comes in the chat that you're in.
Wait, what?
Talking in when other chats are made where people are going to be talking in and nobody comes in the chat that you're in.
Ah, she made a secondary chat for you, Kristen. Kristen, you weren't trusted.
And Brittany
Right.
is
This
a
is funny.
gangster
Oh, thank you, Jay.
at that right there.
A gangster?
She is a gangster at that right there.
imagine what these mod chats were like? This is like Bored Housewives of fucking YouTube, man. This is hysterical. And Brittany was a gangsta right there. What is even happening? Oh my gosh, I need that as a sound clip. That is fucking hysterical. I don't even know. I don't know her name.
And Brittany
Right.
is a gangsta at that right there. She's the gangsta girl on making sly chats and
Oh, Kristen, didn't I tell you that, girl? Didn't I tell you that? I told y'all there's different chats. Oh,
right there.
here we go.
And Brittany
Right.
is a gangsta at that right there. She's the gangsta girl on making sly chats and making sure you are not privy to whatever they're saying.
Mhm.
I know.
So
Whitney.
there's that.
Very,
Oh, there's that.
very mean
bitches.
girlish. You know what I'm saying?
Girls.
Oh,
Very
but that's
like.
her favorite movie.
It's her favorite movie.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Of course, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Gee, golly.
Well, that says a lot.
Y'all fun.
That just says it right there, right?
I mean, look at
Well,
that.
that says a lot.
Oh, that just says it.
What was the hair movement? I like you, Kristen. I don't care what anybody else says. You're funny, girl.
Holy smokes.
Look at the head movement.
Well, that says a lot.
Oh, that just says it right there, right? I mean, it's just
Right.
silly. This whole stuff.
Friend of Brittany, still trying to figure out all the hate on her. Are you still trying to figure it out? She accused me of a crime in my neighborhood and has cost me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, Jeff H. That, my friend, is why I hate your friend, Jeff. And I promise you, Brittany does not consider you a friend. Weird.
Like, I left. When I left, it was because
That little hair
Um,
twist was
I was
gold.
already going to leave. She doesn't realize that, which is funny.
She didn't know,
But-
guys.
I wanted to make sure that the friends that I had
Uh-huh.
in that group
Yeah.
were not going to be left to be shit upon like
Oh.
I was.
Yeah. Don't shit upon them. Stop shitting upon them. This is fucking gold. You guys don't see the gold in this? This lady's great.
Right.
Oh, she's
So-
great.
Yep.
I literally held out till the last moment. And the minute that Megan left, I left. I was like, peace out. You can share those screenshots if you want to.
Oh, she's gangster, y'all. She was like, peace out. Listen, I kind of get it.
The leaving
Yeah, I was just-
part.
I was just checking for them. I didn't get them.
Oh shoot, that's right. I was supposed to email them to you, right?
She
Okay,
got-
we'll keep
yeah, I
talking. I'll email them to you.
She was quick to email Molly. She's getting distracted with you, girl. Hold on.
I
Okay,
forgot
no
I had to
problem.
do that.
She forgot.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, that was I mean, she actually goes out of her way when you do leave to try to threaten you.
I assure you not, Jeff H. I assure you not. But I will say, Jeff H., your friend plays like a wrestler. Looks like all right. Your friend Brittany, enjoys every minute of this. If she didn't, she would not continue it. I'll say that. Okay, I'll say it that way, Jeff. That is not the case. I promise you. The chat's going to be nice to Jeff. Jeff's here to figure out all the hate, and Jeff's going to find it very soon. Okay, Jeff? Bless your heart. I agree, MJ's life. This is not very good.
To try to.
Yes, she
It's
sent me a
absolutely
C&D.
insane.
She sent me a
C&D.
C&D along with everybody else.
I know, Cinda.
She.
I know you are, Pika.
Oh, we'll get into it. Let me end this really quick because oh my gosh,
Okay.
this is so bad. I'm so sorry. That's CNY, right?
Yep.
Family. Okay.
I will say I can understand why if he watches Brittany, he believes that it's all scripted with her because she very much lies. Oh yeah, keyboard warriors, Jeff. Bless your fucking heart.
Somebody said this is like street gangs in a way.
Oh my
Street
gosh.
gangs.
Are you kidding? Like, it feels like it's insane. Like, to
It
deal
is
with this
insane.
in the South, this is not normal. Okay, I have lived in North Carolina since 1994. This is not normal. Okay, it's not normal.
Oh, your ex-mod lives in North Carolina, Brittany, and obviously has a strong hate for you. Huh. Maybe that's where some of it's coming from.
This is not normal North Carolina people at all.
Exactly.
It's not
Sayas.
normal in New York either, I could say.
Well, I grew up where you did, so we know a little bit about that too. This is why I love the CMY family, is because I grew up in Chittenden, New York. Nobody probably knows about that town, but I do. She knows. And it was the town where L. Frank Baum actually wrote The Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
And it's a whole town that is completely like, it's the greatest thing. They have like the sidewalks that are gold, like yellow or whatever. And
What is with Brittany and her mods always oversharing? We don't need to know where you live currently and what town you grew up in as a child, Kristen. Why do you people always overshare? Isn't it weird?
Yep, the yellow brick
they
road.
have every single like little ice cream shop or whatever is named after the Wizard of Oz. It's great.
All right, Dorothy.
Well, it's crazy to
Move
me
it along.
that somebody would go out of their way. Somebody would go and say, listen, because you decided to leave my channel, I'm going to send you a cease and desist. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to mention me. You're not allowed to do this, and it's bonkers. It's like,
We're gonna start small, okay?
okay,
I'm gonna send you them at least a couple at a time here. Good gracious. I should have done this. Apologies, chat. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
We can cover the C and D in the first.
They always do it when it impacts them personally. That's the truth. Hey, Beth. They always, when it impacts them personally, they speak up. That's always the way it is.
Thing that she sent. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you,
do
5
that.
Canes, for the $1.99. Appreciate it.
Yes, and please, y'all, please support the CMY fam. Okay,
No.
please. You can do anything. Put up a freaking question that you don't think that I would ever answer, and give her a super chat. Like, seriously, like anything that you can do is huge. They need to get pushed forward until like next week. Where
What, was she frivolously sued, Kristen? Is that what happened?
their first paychecks come in, and like absolutely, yeah, maybe even more than the other.
So let me pull this up here. This is wild.
I mean, I wish her well, but
Oh well, it gets better. I promise you.
All right, let me pull this up here, guys. Give me 1 second. This is crazy. All right.
well, you know what, Jeff? Bless your heart for being such a better person than everybody else on YouTube and in this chat. You know, Jeff, I appreciate people like you. I appreciate the fact that you don't spread what you deem to be wrath, and that you're so upstanding and forgiving, and you know, just a man of Christ, if you will, right? But yet you're in the same sector as all of us. Are you that much better than anybody, Jeff? Honest question. Are you that much better because you're here with the rest of us? Can't stand when people do that. Now, thank you, Jeff, for trying to teach us all, you know, there's plenty of men that are fighting on YouTube. You want me to direct you to some of them, Jeff? Do you need help finding the men? I can direct you. I can show you some right now if you like. You want me to do that for you? Just give me a second. I'll come do it. Hold on. I'll direct you in the right direction. There's plenty, and I do mean plenty, Jeff, of men that are arguing on YouTube.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I just gotta forward these to my.
No, that's okay.
On that.
I am just adding more of these that I should have sent before, but I was talking on the phone, so I'm a loser. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
no problem. You're
A
good.
loser.
All right, let me pull these up. Hey, Rock Jam. Let's see.
I don't even see another Aaron.
Thanks for the sub. So he said, did you have to sign an NDA? That's funny.
Actually, this is so funny. I never
cares if you are or
signed an
you are?
NDA at all. I know others did.
That's why.
We're actually it's kind of laughable because a lot of these people were like, I don't want to sign an NDA. Sorry, I'm gonna lean back and plug my
No, you're good.
tablet in. Oh, wait. So yeah, so a lot of people did, but I was one that didn't. So, which is really great because I was the one that leaked the whole thing. So I'm not held accountable, right? Oh, but it killed her case. But
It killed her case? You're flattering yourself a little too much here, Jeff. You all right there, bud? Fucking weird. Killed her case. Jeffy doesn't get much attention unless he sends super chats over there. He's just enjoying having a little bit of attention.
but I was one that didn't. So, which is really great because I was the one that leaked the whole thing. So I'm not held accountable, right? Oh, but it killed her case. But there was no case against Granny. Are you kidding me? It was insanity.
Believe me, if anybody was triggered by you, you'd be gone, Jeffrey Dahmer. You'd be gone, okay? She does, Lindsay, apparently.
It's just like what happened yesterday. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
What happened yesterday?
Freedom of speech.
Complete
we live
insanity.
in freaking America, people. We live in America.
Right.
Freedom of speech is part of our right.
I'm sorry you had to come here for it. Here, I'll give you your attention. There you go. Just for you. Maybe Jeff likes craze. Oh!
So her going
Yep.
through something like that, and when they're not beating on your ass, guess what? You have no freaking case. You just have nothing. I'm sorry, but you have
Yep.
nothing. That's such crap to me. Whatever.
Oh my God. Me too.
I could go on and on about last night's stream, by the way. We
Yeah.
can do that maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, what a nut. Okay, so do you want me to pull this up now?
I think that's
Sure. Do what you have,
All right,
and then
well-
I probably need to email you some more pictures too. So I'll do that.
Well,
while
let
I'm
me
waiting.
pull up what I
You
got
pull
here.
up what you have.
So this one right here.
Yeah, so this is basically her freaking out, like, you're leaving us too? Like, what the heck? And I want to give some clarity to this, okay?
context.
While let me think, probably about like 20-30 minutes earlier.
You know what? YouTube didn't want to help me give you the attention, Jeff. I tried really hard. Also herself, she's a great marriage and good life. Phoebe, hot, what in hugs for defending BJ. Wrong channel. Thank you. No one, apologize. Saw your question. No different. Kristen the Catfish Kristen did leave Beach, though, to one of the first set of mods to leave with MJ. Hi, Jess. Hi, chat. Oh, I didn't see that question. Thank you, No One. Thank you.
There was a mod chat now call.
Can't see any of
okay,
this.
everybody understands that.
Yep.
And
Wait,
I'm like,
what?
call 30 minutes earlier. There was a mod chat now call. Okay, everybody understands that.
This is so weird. I didn't try to send money to you Sunday. You left me too. I don't understand this, Kristen. If you're leaving,
Yeah.
you deserve to know the truth before you do. Nothing? You're going to ignore me too? I never done anything to you or against you, Kristen. This doesn't make sense to me. Deleted message.
And I'm like, Okay, great. Hello, what you doing?
Exactly,
And
May May.
it was
Exactly.
strategically
Strategically.
telling me
Gosh, you guys are.
Yvette is bad, Michelle is bad, like all these other people are bad, right? Mischief is bad. Oh, it's horrible. It's so annoying to me. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, this
Janice.
is not normal at
Thank
all.
you.
I cannot.
Yeah.
Like, these are my friends, okay?
Thank you, Janice.
I stayed after March
Regina,
because of my
thank you.
friends.
It's for Jeff, though. It's for Jeff because Jeff came in, tried to start some shit, ignored me and everything I said to argue with the chat to get attention, and we're going to give Jeff some attention. So thank you very much, Regina. I see through her. She's lying POS. Yeah, I mean, they saw through her after it personally impacted, right? I don't know. I'm waiting for it to throw glitter on it. It's kind
I'll
of
read it to you
getting
guys just in a
redundant.
second.
Well,
During
we
this freaking thing that she sent me, I was on a mod call, okay?
On
I was
mod
on a mod call while
Guys
she
are
was
always on
trying to absolutely trash everybody that was about to leave, okay?
Mhm.
It was the most disgusting thing I've ever been a part of. I
Mhm.
was messaging my friends and saying, you will not believe this crap.
Uh-huh.
She is trying to pull this off. Like, she is trying to say, you're horrible, blah, 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 blah. Like,
Mhm.
everything that she's going to say. And I'm trying to, like, really respect my friends in a minute. Like, I really do. I want to respect them. I know that one of them said I can
Yeah.
say their name, but, like,
I'm not going to, and I'm going to keep going. And, oh, yeah. Pretty in pink. Thank you, my
I'm
friend.
just going to choose to, like, try to keep it as in the bubble as I can.
In the
but-
bubble. She's very bubbly.
They were trying to turn me against all of my friends in that mod call. You
Mhm.
should know the truth. Isn't that something that she said?
Yep.
If you're leaving, you deserve to know the truth before you do.
Cash.
Well, I know the truth because my friends are not going to freaking lie to me. Okay, they're not. They're not, like, just because she thought they were so, like,
Now it's any color, but thank you. Up to good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry. I think we should all get a few moments of attention for having to beat through this.
embedded with her. She's a loser because they were talking to me the whole time. Like,
Oh.
are you kidding me right now? Like,
The
stop.
whole
I
time.
just can't. I can't with that crap.
She can't.
So she
Let
can
me
spin it
read this
whatever
just
way
so-
she wants to do.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Yeah,
right.
just so people can see it. On what day was it? The same day or the following day? I'll double check in a second.
I got it. Hold on a
Must have
second.
word sale it.
It was July 7th.
July 7th.
Okay, July
they get
7th. So the
these
same day she
CMPs.
sent those messages. And
So the same day Brittany sent those messages about you're leaving too, she sends out these CDs. This around the same time Brittany started whatchamacallit. Apparently the guy that just did this to another girl but was let go for kidnapping, but they are still looking for her. Janice is the best, Kelly. Honestly, she's so sweet. So it says this letter has been served as notice of your unwarranted harassment activities or the equivalent thereof that has been ongoing. Therefore, you are required to cease and desist all verbal and physical attacks, included but not limited to. Oh, for fuck, gee golly. Sharing our personal and private messages that include messages on Facebook Messenger, as well as private text messages between us. Please also cease any further harassment sharing private communications regarding the channel moderators, both former and present, including those but not limited to the same people she named in our CNDs. If you do not cease all related acts of harassment, lawsuit will be commenced against you. This is funny. Please also keep in mind that my local law enforcement has also been notified of your actions, as well as the links to your social platforms such as X, YouTube, Facebook. Brittany trying to sound professional is really, really bad. Also. So she notified her local law enforcement, but we know that's a lie because your friend Racken did a FOIA request and there was no such calls. Thank you, Casual Art. Thank you. Thank you. Jeff H., one day in the past, I was in the same place you are. Sooner or later, you will see what I saw. I wish you clarity. Amen to that. Green Knight says, Jeff H. is Christian friends with Beach, who lives in sin. Okay, Jeff. And Regina says, Jeff H., you are defending Beach, who makes fun of you behind your back, just like T-Fraud. You keep doing you, Jeff. Just know they dig on you, too. Facts. Damn. The previously conducted actions were unwarranted, unwelcomed, and had become unbearable. The previously conducted actions. Does she even know what she's saying here? Wow. The previously conducted act, if you do not comply with the cease and desist letter within the aforementioned time period, then a lawsuit may be filed in the proper jurisdiction seeking monetary damages as well as pursuing all available legal remedies for your harassment. Interesting stuff we got going on here. Oh shit, where'd that go? I hope the fog clears, Jeff. Brighter days ahead. Yeah, Jeff, you'll be all right.
Kristen did not respond. She was sent this letter. So it says, this letter has been served as notice of your unwarranted harassment activities or the equivalent thereof. That has been ongoing. Therefore, you are required to cease and desist all verbal and physical attacks, including but not limited to sharing our personal and private messages that include messages on Facebook Messenger, as well as private text messages between us.
Absolutely. Just 100%. And I was like, well, I don't know. Like, maybe I was manipulated, okay? Like, for real. Because I wanted to, like, see the best in her. I always try to see the best in people. That is just who I am.
Right.
I love people. And I am a Christian. Like, he restores my soul.
Oh.
You can do this one.
Yeah.
He loved me. Like, he is greater than I. Like, are you kidding? Like, that is my life. I live it. And I like, actually live a true Christian life, which
somebody else does not, but claims to.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the things that pisses
Are we
me off.
over it, guys? Are we over it? I think we're over it. Gary's watching, has the best community. Thank you, Gary. It's a shame that Jeff has to come in looking for that type of fight, Jeff. You could have came in and just hung out. I think a lot of people would be shocked at what is actually in the RICO. I agree, Straight Talker. I don't think people actually read it. And it's kind of insulting to hear like this very juvenile mod chat type of argument taking place when you were okay with, I'll fight you, Jay. When you were okay with accusing people of RICO. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? This is also very good info to have for GW, Chloe, and Queen, since they're legal info if needed, since it shows a pattern for sending CDs to people. I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily true. That little cry bully trying to run an enterprise, both hilarious and scary. Jesus doesn't like tattoos. Is that true? I mean, I think they're trying. For
you actually have
up.
messages of her like coming after you with nasty messages, just being mean and rotten, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And
Yep.
I responded once,
You do.
and I asked her to not message me again. We can put those up.
Yeah, put them up.
Awesome.
I want to see them.
Okay.
The last
Did
time
you? Was that in the list that you sent over to me?
May, I think, maybe.
I want to see those.
All right, you can keep. I'll grab them then.
I think so. I think
Let's see. I'm not sure if you're trying to fit in or what you were doing. Let's read like Brittany. I'm not sure if you were trying to fit in or what, but you need to do it on your own volition. I never share private things with you. You don't know where my children lay their heads down at night. And you certainly don't know the layout of my home, nor do you know shit about why or where I lay down and sleep. Brittany, you told everybody, Toots. You told everybody. You told everybody where you sleep and what bed they sleep in and that they slept with you. And you told everybody this. And yes, people do. Unbelievable. All right. Going forth. I never, ever shared a lot with you or let you in. Stop lying to these people, Kristen. You need to worry about your own life and your marriage. Oh, she came for your marriage, Kristen. You going to take that from the gangsta? Are you going to take that from the gangsta? Oh my gosh. You guys see that? The sweet Christian woman's in private going at people about their marriage. The audace. You need to worry about your own life and your marriage. Kristen, did you take that from her? Oh, my life and marriage are just fine. And you know very well that the ones you shared things with told me everything. Don't act like, and that is true. That is true. You told your moms all your business and they told us. Right, she's not even married. Jeez. Mm-hmm. At least Kristen got the ring. This is why she was oversharing. BJ held it over her. I mean, they all do overshare, though, MJ's life. You got to admit it. You got to admit it. I mean, but Brittany can't, she has no loyalty to her own. Why do these mods think she's going to have loyalty to her? You know what I mean? Like, you don't think she's going to spill your business? That's her signing the C&D. Kristen says back.
That's right.
And you know very well that
my life and marriage are just fine. And you know very well that the ones you share things with told me everything. Don't act like you haven't lied for months and months. Please do not message me again. Yvette would not lie to me, and you told her plenty. Yeah, Yvette's out here spilling that tea, girl. Yvette's out here telling everybody all the things, BJ. All the things. And I mean all of them. Shh. Granny could not organize a piss up in a Hey! Cash! You guys turned on me overnight. Menopause and now this. But we are halfway through the goal. Any dollar amount helps towards the goal, and we are officially halfway through, thanks to Cash and Grit and all of you who have helped so far. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm telling you. It's getting hot in there. Oh, she wrote back, no, ma'am. You need to mind your own business. Remember, I do know true things about you, Kristen. Oh, that's hilarious. Yvette hates you. She trashed you to all of us. She hated you and wanted you gone, girl. Look, she wrote it like the movie Gone Girl, capital G. Brittany, are you and Craig playing in a Gone Girl? There are 4 of us who witnessed it, but go ahead, girl. See how cocky and arrogant this bitch is in private? Trying to hold people over, extort people's personal business against them. This is why Craig always goes to people's marriages. When Brittany got in a fight with Sleuthy, the first thing Craig said to her is, that's why your husband won't fuck you, or something really nasty. But yet, Craig won't even marry Brittany. Huh.
for months and months. Please do not message.
That pissed me off so bad. I'm not gonna lie. It made me so mad when I got that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, what is wrong with her?
Yeah, look, where are you at, Jeff? Look what the sweet Christian's doing. Where are you at, Jeff? Look what the sweet Christian lady is doing to the sweet Kristen Christian lady. Oh, always. I know, Alyssa. It's like she's like special. Look how upset this woman is. Where are you at, Jeff? You want to know why people hate Brittany? Where are you at? Imagine helping somebody for months, bend over backwards to help them make money on YouTube, being part of their daily drama, behind the scenes, 8, 9, 10-hour fucking phone calls, and whatever you told her then gets used against you as blackmail to shut you up. Not cool. She's clearly upset.
I mean,
what a Christian thing to do, Jeff. The Christian ladies are fighting. Oh, the real Christian housewives of YouTube. Right? There it is. We figured it out. New nickname. All right, anything else? Did you guys hear about PJ and Truth's fight last night? Man, that's way more interesting than this. I'll tell you that. I don't know what started it, where it came from. We are 16 out of 30 for the goal. Give me just 1 second I seen somebody put together a little clippity clip about that little argument over there. It was rather intense. I caught like the tail end of it. I don't know much about it, but
all right. Dolly.
What's up, Dolly?
What up?
What up?
What's up?
Listen, since we're live, what the hell did I do to disrespect you again?
Me?
Oh, that's true.
No, your old lady.
What did you do?
Since y'all gonna lie up here and say I disrespected her, I want to know what I did.
I didn't say
I didn't
that.
say a damn thing.
Oh, see, this is where y'all are wrong. See, here's the problem. She could have corrected that knowing damn
Some of you won't like what I have to say. I'll tell you that. I'm just going to give a little heads up that I have a different perspective on all of this. But, Lori, thank you for the super chat. Your name throws me off every time, but I'm going with Lori. Irish Eyes. Why does Beej go on like a teenager, grow up? Because she's stuck in teenage years. Like Just Saying said. This is a vendetta she's had against me because I broke girl code. Okay. Ugh. Chanley, thank you so much.
well she came onto my
So
live and
close.
disrespected me on my live,
I did,
but
Lazy
she
Wolf.
didn't want to do that, right? I will repost it tonight, let everybody see
Look at how he looked at PJ. Look at that.
but she didn't want to do that,
He's like, what you do now, PJ? What you do?
right? I will repost it tonight, let everybody see
You
how
haven't
disrespectful
posted
she
for a
was.
month. Are you
It doesn't
serious?
matter.
People listen
It doesn't
to it.
matter.
They got their own
It does. Oh, are
explanation
you
for
are
what
you
you said.
mad?
Are you
Are
kidding
you
me?
glad? Are you
Go
sad?
fucking
Are
die,
you
dude.
mad? What's
So right there, she just said, go fucking die. All right. He's doing a little bit of taunting. She's really worked up by it. And then she says to Truth, go fucking die.
Are you
For what you said. Are
mad?
you
Are
kidding
you
me?
glad? Are you
Go
sad?
fucking
Are
die,
you
dude. I
mad?
don't
What's
care.
wrong?
Okay, calm
What's
down,
wrong?
calm
No,
down.
Are you mad?
I'm not gonna
Oh,
let
Are you
him.
mad?
This is why people are kicking you, because you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, are you mad?
Oh,
Sounds a little biased.
I'm
Okay,
so
are you-
mad.
are you-
Sounds a little
You gonna
biased.
vote?
Sounds like a little scheme over here.
Yeah.
Okay, if he ain't
Now, he feels like it's a scheme to get him off this virtual island thing. But I got to grab a drink really quick. One quick second. I do apologize. One quick second. Let me see if I have a quick little video I can leave y'all with. Want to throw this one up. I'll be RB. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I took forever. I am back. I'm back. I'm sorry. Please do forgive me. Aaron, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's go.
gonna vote, don't rile PJ up. Don't get
mean-
me stabbed. Are you crazy?
I didn't say nothing to nobody. So now it's on me because people caught on that you fucking talked to me like a dog. I'm sorry.
Facts,
Now
Jody.
I'm gonna say some shit.
Okay, calm down.
No, I'm not gonna calm
Calm
down.
down. No getting riled up. Dolly,
Bitch, bye.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey,
Tia, welcome. Thank you so much. All right, so that happened, right? So Truth obviously goes live about it. He's upset. He doesn't like what was said. He does, and it goes back to some guy was going around leaving nasty comments, and this guy was I don't know, being gross towards Truth's trauma and asking if he's gay because of it. So apparently at some point PJ comes up and has a conversation with Truth, and the conversation is normal, right? PJ's like, I just wouldn't have brought attention to it
over, YouTube.
I will say, I personally think some of these parts, and I know people don't like PJ, you don't have to like her, but some of these parts I do feel like were misrepresented, and I'll tell you why.
So it got to the point where he put
And
that
holy
comment
shit,
out.
thank
Matter of
you.
fact, hold on.
Thank you so
Just
much.
so you can see, did you already see it or no?
I've seen the comment that I deleted, but I've not
No,
seen.
this wasn't on yours, but let me show you real quick.
No, I saw what he put on that other channel. That
Yeah.
had nothing to do with but see,
Right.
this is what I'm trying to
Miss Liverbird, thank you too. Thank you again, Aaron. You guys are the best. How many of you guys actually saw this?
say though. That
Do I need to replay it or can just give you my perspective? Put a 1 in the chat if you saw this.
horrendous thing he said, wherever the fuck that was, nobody on our shit would have even known about it had it not been brought to our channel now. So now it's like you're spreading it more, and it's absolutely disturbing. Like,
I am spreading it
know.
more. I am spreading it more because I think it's important that people understand that there are people that are on.
See, here's how I feel about it, right? Truth was upset because the comment, I guess he's saying that this person was in the chat, was in Turtle Island, right? If I'm understanding this correctly. And I guess they were making nasty comments around YouTube. It sounded like Truth didn't want this person commenting over on Turtle Island, right? Girl code. Thank you, Tia. Man, if I can go back and take back that girl code. That's what I picked up from it. So this person, I guess, is making comments, and then Truth then calls in, I may be wrong, to their channel to call it out. No, I guess it's not him.
On YouTube right now within this community, or the mix of the two communities that seem to keep smashing into each other, that literally find joy in making homophobic comments while associating homosexuality.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Penny. And it's gross. It's ignorant. It's immature. It's disgusting. Casual art. Thank you, my friend, because it's Wednesday. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
With child rape, it's disgusting.
Did you really not know that? There's people on this space of whatever. I mean, there's people on this space that take joy out of making people unalive themselves. So I mean, I've been there, done that for 20 years now. It ain't nothing new.
No, Tabby,
right, but that
that's not
doesn't
her.
change the fact that I'm not going to stand on my own 10, right? I'm a grown-ass man. And if I've told you multiple times, dude, you need to chill the fuck out, and then you make a comment like that and you think it's funny, and then I go to your page and I see that your entire page is about you going on live and trying to be creepy with women, and then as I'm reviewing your videos, you delete everything on your channel, but yet I still have all your videos where you're creepy as fuck talking about we should get together and cuddle.
Yeah, see, I just don't fuck with people like that. That shit is not.
Like I said, so when you're out here talking on my molestation, but you're telling people that I lied about it, made it up, and I'm just trying to figure out how not to come out of the closet. Sorry, bud, you got my attention, and now you don't like it.
The immaturity to say some shit like that is despicable. It is absolutely despicable. And there is this disgusting need of people to try to associate the two. It's horrific.
So I just simply used his first name and let him know, listen.
Huh? I just deal with things differently, I guess. And I mean, that's not either something that's wrong with you or something that's wrong with me. We just do things oppositely because I've got people.
All right. So my understanding is he then am I correct that Truth then called in and called this guy out? Do I have that correct? Someone called Turtle Island saying to vote Truth off for disrespecting PJ. Right, okay. But did Truth go on to Turtle Island and call this guy out by his name? No, Bewitched? Okay. See, some of us don't participate in Turtle Island, so we don't know much about it. So you're saying yes. Kim, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day at work. Thank you, Kim. So yes, he did. A lady called in. The guy called in. That's what PJ's saying, Jay. That's exactly what PJ's saying.
Bullshit talking to me all day, every day. And I just feel like if I address it, you're bringing more attention. You're giving your energy to it, and therefore you're giving your time and energy.
There's a difference between me bringing attention to a bunch of creators. I don't necessarily agree,
but
yeah, I don't know. I wish I could have fun with something like Turtle Island and people pay $50 for eggs to keep me on it and so forth. But in reality, I'm paying litigation to clear my reputation. So I can't afford to play in fun things right now, nor would I ask my subscribers to. How many pick-me's did BJ pick or pick? I see a country diva. I think Jeff left us, guys. Sucks. He's muted. Hold on. All right. When it first happened, he called it out but didn't name the guy. Then went live and PJ came on his live. I don't know what happened last night. Okay. Hey, Adrian. That makes sense.
So basically, she's telling me to shut the fuck up. I shouldn't talk about my story because it's bringing attention to it.
It's not what she said, to be honest, though. That's not what she said. But I get why he feels that way because, you know, she's saying, I wouldn't bring attention to it. I wouldn't bring this guy more relevancy by, you know, even paying him any mind. That's essentially what she's saying. She's not saying don't talk about your story or your pain or your trauma. She didn't say that, though. She's saying what she would do differently. She acknowledges that several times, to be fair. Comments got deleted and he called and started screaming the fuck at PJ, and then he went straight to his panel and done this. It's not fun. It's just people calling a phone number and saying a name. It isn't a game. It's a popularity contest where you pump yourselves for Dolly's benefit. I agree. Pistol Amy, confetti incoming. Let's go. Did it? Was it? Did it make it? Thank you, Tara. Goal attained. You guys are the best. Thank you, my friends. There you go, Jeff. Hope that gave you all the attention you needed. Try to address. Apparently, Truth tried to address it in the chat, but was told that only comments called in would be addressed or something like that. That's why he called Dolly in the live. Right. I just played the clip of it. I get that. Oh, thank you, Wilby. I hope you're doing well. There is a time and place. I think that's what she was saying, too. Like, we're in the middle of playing this Turtle Island game. But, again, I could be wrong.
And mind you, I'm still being super calm through all of this. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just steadily, I'm keeping a steady tone. Mind that, right? All right. Well, listen, there's a difference between me bringing attention to a bunch of creator bullshit and bringing attention to grown-ass adults who think laughing at the rape of a 4-year-old is funny while they sit here and cover cases that involve molestation of young children.
That's true.
So, yes, I'm going to bring attention to these people who think that they can hide in this community and be among people who have children and believe in the safety of children, but then think it's okay to laugh at children. No, I'm not going to stand for that.
I'm not sitting here telling you like you're in the wrong for whatever. I just am saying that I would deal with it differently than you. And, you know, it just, I didn't want to even tell Jimmy what the hell that was all about because he was literally sitting there just cringing like, why? He doesn't.
What PJ's saying is, again, time and place. She's not telling him not to talk about his trauma. And I get why some of you feel that way. It was distracting the game, though, Tina, is what I think they were trying to say. I mean, again, I don't support any of that over there anyway. So you guys are probably better off being blocked. That person's on your channel. You go into your chat and stuff and start the same problems. But again, he needs to respect that person. Right. And that's what it came down to. That's what I saw it as, right? Like, True sounds like he's upset that this guy was not blocked from Turtle Island, where PJ's kind of saying, like, time and place. I don't know.
He hadn't even heard the worst of it. Listen, y'all haven't even heard the worst of it. It gets way worse than what y'all heard. Okay? When I tell you it gets way worse. All right.
I think that's where the misunderstanding is, Cy Sally. I don't think anybody's telling him how to handle it by any means. I don't think that's what's happening here. I think PJ's trying to explain why the situation was handled how it was. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. It's just how I'm interpreting.
And so at the end of the day, I just decided to ignore it. However, tonight, when I was in there and I saw him in the chat being a fuckboy again, felt it was my place to just say, hey, stop. I could have put his name out there. I could have put where it's from. I could have done all that shit. I didn't. Right? I'm just telling him, quit going around on these streets thinking that you have anonymity to just fucking hurt people for no reason. And you can just turn your computer off and it's all over, because that's not cool.
Yeah, but
I think you're with me, Jay.
Yeah. I mean, I see where you're coming from. I definitely understand why.
I didn't ask to have to explain this to 10,000 people, right? I didn't ask to have to go through and explain what happened to me to 10,000 people. But it was brought to my door, and it was brought to me in a way that was with the most disrespect possible. And I still didn't get on.
So now it's your story to tell. So you're the one that's got to handle it and tell it, because it's your story to tell. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like I said, you're making it bigger.
Yeah, purpose.
I don't think PJ is saying what you're all hearing. Because she's even saying, like, it's your story, it's your trauma. You say whatever you want about it. I think they're shocked that they found out that Dolly is Dolly, maybe. On about it. I think she meant you've addressed it. I think that's what she meant as well. And it's being taken as if she's saying you can't talk about your trauma. And that's not what she's saying at all. That's not how I interpret what's being said. Hey, Psyops.
What's going on?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain. You having fun playing my voice this morning?
Yeah.
You get good at it.
Oh, thank you. I try really hard.
Yeah,
I inspire.
Well, you definitely succeeded. Yeah, if your singing doesn't inspire enough, your voices will carry it to another level.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Did you see any of this unfold?
I woke up and caught a little bit of it. I wanted to ask you, as I was coming up, I couldn't hear your last point, and I feel like it was going to be a salient one. So what was it that you just said?
Let me clarify for Sassy. She wants to know what I mean by what Dolly is Dolly. What do you mean? Dolly's running a game over there. He's running a business, right? He's not running
a group therapy session. Right.
It's not political. It's not based on, because people are saying like Truth supported Turtle Island and gave them a bunch of merch and all of this. Well, that's not the way Dolly's thinking as Dolly's playing this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Dolly's putting various creators who are smaller than him generally to work, pumping their subs to get him money. And the pull is that these smaller creators think that proximity to Dolly can benefit them in some way. In fact, it can't benefit them, and it won't in the long run, but at least not for the amount of work and effort they put in. All it does is pull people to Dolly. But that's the quote unquote game, is to put your people to work for him.
Right. And no, that's not what I'm saying, Handsome Calvin. That's not what I'm saying. It is an emotionally driven topic. So a lot of people are emotionally responding. That's not what I'm saying by any means at all. I think we may be ballpark mama. What made him call in? That person commenting in Dolly's, right? PJ says she deleted it. But I missed all that went down. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, shit. She did delete it.
That's what she said. She said, I deleted the comments.
Well, if they deleted it, then what? I don't understand what the issue is.
I think because then Truth started saying stuff and getting blocked too.
Oh.
So they were trying to just block it out.
that's a situation where they don't want fighting and stuff. Then I guess.
Right, and I think that's what PJ was coming on to say. Is like, I get why you're upset. You have a right to talk about it, but I think she was saying like over there's not the place to talk about it. But again, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could be wrong. See, I definitely misunderstood it. I woke up and heard just a few minutes of it. But I'm confused on the whole thing. So then basically they were just trying. It sounds like they were trying to keep their chat free of fighting. Do people normally go in over there at each other, or do they always keep it like that?
No, it's usually a pretty not fighting chat. But then they're saying somebody called in and said, I'm voting off Truth because of the way he disrespected you. PJ didn't correct it, and Truth was voted off.
Well, but I mean, just in my opinion, like if I came on here and was yelling and fighting with you, Granny, justified or not, I guess I would expect your people to be heated with me.
Right. I mean, look how everybody went at poor Jeff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing with Jeff is just that was ridiculous. I mean, you come in here at a time like, I don't want to go back to it, but you come in at a time like this and you don't understand. Well, how about sit and pay attention? And if you still can't figure it out, maybe you're the issue.
That's true.
I mean, if you're in a room with 2,000 people and you're the dissenting voice and you've got 1,999 in agreement, that could be a clue that you might have some flaws in your thinking.
Look, you guys are getting so mad at me. I heard that part. We played that. We're going to discuss that in a minute, because when Truth calls in to say and confront PJ with, wait, I did what now? How did I disrespect you? She ends up getting mad and saying, go fucking die.
Yeah, that's extreme.
Yeah, very extreme. Very extreme. We did just play that, guys, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, anybody, if y'all have a better understanding of it in chat, I mean, don't like Pearl Clutch, just come up and help us understand. I mean, I'm not like wholesale condemning. I'm not saying anything.
We're trying to understand it.
All.
Right.
I'm just trying to work through it. So if you know, then please come up and educate. I'm more than happy to close my mouth and listen.
That's how I feel. Like, just tell us what happened, because I'm trying to understand it.
Yeah, for sure. I just want the correct order of events so that I can, logic it through.
Get a little grasp on what is happening here.
Yeah, so one of you who know, please come up. TRPP, if you're out there and come up.
We might got somebody. Hey, Infamous.
What's going on?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened?
How are you? No, I just wanted to see if I could come up and just join the conversation.
Oh, okay. Do you know more of what happened?
From what I understand, like it's just about pretty much how somebody in Dolly's chat. I don't know if from what I was gathering, I thought it was Sinner, but it might have been somebody that might have been from his camp or somebody. But anyway, they were making remarks like that, and so then he said that he used something. I don't know if it had to do with the Turtle Island, like how they have their little contests and you buy these eggs and so on and so forth.
Right. We get all of that.
He was using something. He utilized his phone call to, I guess, address the issue. And then you basically heard what happened when he called in or whatever, and what happened.
So what the chat's saying, and thank you, Tennessee Mama, is that someone called last night to vote Truth off, saying because he was disrespectful to PJ. And PJ didn't correct the narrative, so then everybody started running with it. So then Truth felt like he was being unfairly voted off on the basis that he disrespected PJ. Am I right, Garden Glitter?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm out walking the dog, so I wasn't sure if I would come in clear.
Yeah, do you know a little bit more about all this?
Yes. So PJ went onto Truth's Live a few days ago. I think it was like a week ago, and she was complaining about Queen is trash and all these other creators are trash, and she doesn't want to keep talking about what Dolly did because it keeps the narrative going, it keeps people talking about it, it gives them content. And she's being very disrespectful on Truth's Live, but he gave her the floor and he gave her total respect and let her say exactly what she wanted to say. And then last night on Turtle Island, Truth was in there playing the game as usual, and people kept calling saying that Truth disrespected PJ and he needs to be off the island because they don't tolerate that with PJ. And people kept on calling and saying this. So he calls in and he's like, hey, what the hell's going on? Because PJ's not correcting the narrative or nothing. She's just laughing in the background. And then she got all pissed off, yelling at him and told him to go die. That's all I
That makes more
basically
sense.
know.
Okay. So where's all this other guy coming in and that whole conversation? Where's that all coming from?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a lot, honestly. I mean, yeah, where does that come in?
Do you ladies know?
I have no clue who the guy is that said anything. I just know what's going on between. Yeah, you stop that.
I
Truth and
did hear him on the
PJ.
side. He said they were saying stuff in the comment section, but like I said, what she's saying seems like
But that
there's
was
a lot more that stems from it.
That was
stems
the
from whole
conversation a
situation.
week prior. So a week prior, PJ went on there and spoke with Truth about what happened in Turtle Island. She then, from that conversation, led people to believe that Truth disrespected her, which is why they were calling in last night saying, I'm voting off Truth because he disrespected PJ. Truth then calls in and say, how did I disrespect you? PJ gets all worked up, says, go fucking die. They hide Turtle Island, and then Truth goes back to his show and addresses it all there. That's pretty much the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When did he do this thing? There's this clip where he calls in and he's doing that song that Queen always posts, the Are You Pressed? Like,
Yeah.
That was
here, I'll
last
play
night.
that. That's where
what?
she says, here, listen close, Psyops. That's where she says, go die or whatever.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that how the conversation started?
Yeah.
Well,
That was
then,
him
I mean,
calling
I
in.
don't mean this mean like I like Truth. I hear y'all. I agree, everything. But if people are thinking that, you know how this game works. If people are thinking that and you jump in with that, of course those folks over there are people aren't gonna like go and dig before they react. They're just gonna get offended over PJ.
Well, the most people in that chat are PJ and Dolly supporters,
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she's right or whatever at all, but I mean, if you call in and do that, you got to expect those people are going to react that way.
He didn't go in just saying that. He went in addressing it, asking why it was being disrespectful and things weren't getting. He did go in just
Here,
addressing it first.
we'll play it.
All right.
It's right here.
Dolly.
What's up, Dolly?
What up?
What's up? Listen, since we're live, what the hell did I do to disrespect you again?
Me?
No, your old lady.
What did you do?
That y'all gonna lie up here and say I disrespected her. I want to know what I did.
I didn't say
I didn't
that.
say a damn thing.
Oh, see, this is where y'all are wrong. See, here's the problem. She could have corrected that knowing damn well she came onto my live and disrespected me on my live, but she didn't want to do that, right? I will repost it tonight. Let everybody see how disrespectful she was. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does. Oh, are you mad? Are you glad? Are you sad? Are you mad? What's wrong?
Okay, calm
What's
down,
wrong?
calm
No,
down.
Are you mad?
I'm not gonna
Oh,
let
are you
him.
mad?
This is why people are kicking you because you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, are you mad? Sounds a little biased.
I'm
Okay,
so
are you?
mad.
Sounds a little biased. Sounds like a little scheme over here.
Yeah. I have to be honest with y'all. It sounds like he's a little salty that he's being voted off.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I
He
mean,
even
that's,
says, like, it
yeah.
sounds like a scheme, like y'all are plotting over here. He thinks that he's being unfairly voted off the island.
Well, because it's under the precedence that he disrespected her. And she even does say, and he talked to me like a dog, which he never has. I've never seen Truth talk to anyone like a dog. Well, except for BJ, but she deserves it. Fuck you, BJ.
So PJ felt like he disrespected her during the conversation. And I'm assuming she's probably saying the chat was disrespecting her. But people that listened to PJ saying, I didn't say it, the people that listened to it themselves said it. That's what PJ's saying, right?
Yeah, but if you watch the live
conversation though, too, right?
If you watch that live, Truth never disrespected her. He was very
Yeah, but nobody
respectful.
nobody in that game show is going to pause their game show and go pull up that live and watch him. But all they're going to hear is the creator
true.
that they like saying they were disrespected, and then they're going to hear this exchange and how heated it is, and they're just going to jump right in and try to go for her.
The instant, yeah.
You're right, and I really wish it wasn't like that. Sorry, Granny.
No, you're fine. But Psyops is right. They're just now going off that exchange right there.
Yeah, and to them, that's enough proof for them. You know, in their mind, they just assume they know the rest, and that's sufficient proof. Now, I only saw a piece of the live and stuff, so don't. But you know, I will say the piece I saw, he definitely wasn't being disrespectful at all.
Not at all.
Like, not even the slightest amount. He was being patient. He was talking it through. I mean, I did not see any disrespect. So, but again, in the moment.
They're on game show mode, like all the people watching.
But when they were just having a conversation, neither of them were disrespectful to each other. It was actually a very adult conversation.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Agreed.
But during the Turtle Island thing, everybody's in game show mentality kind of thing. So, like you said, they just hear that exchange right there, and it causes a reaction.
Well, here's the thing, though, Michelle. PJ did feel disrespected. Obviously, because look how quick she got worked up. She did feel disrespected. And I guarantee it's because the chat wasn't being too kind to her while she was up on paddle having that conversation. So she probably takes that as truth disrespecting her because he didn't correct his chat.
I will be, that's a great point too. I will be fair in saying that I didn't listen through all of it and I'm just going off tone, but I would be curious to hear, even though they were cordial with each other, what point he made when she started saying she was tired and had a headache or whatever and wanted to go. I would like to know what event immediately precipitated that, because maybe whatever that was, even though it wasn't screamed or handled childishly, she felt like was disrespectful. I don't know at all, and it might not be, but I'm just, trying to be totally fair.
Right. Well, like Amma Puffin said, QB was disrespected by PJ lying. Right. So when PJ was over on Truce having a conversation, I guarantee it was a bunch of people in the chat that felt that way about her. So she's saying that she was disrespected. I'm sure that's what. Oh, I heard what she said, Tara.
Well, I mean, I know that she had that video of QB with that docs up forever. I mean, and I don't care for the shit that she said about this side and not wanting to be associated with these people and all. I'm not sure where she gets off, because look at the dude that she dates and what he's done. He's been outside grieving families' homes, screaming, acting a fool. He slept with BHB. Like, let's get real. I mean, if you want to talk about who's rolled in the mud more, it's clear which side is cleaner. Okay. So, like, let's not get all high and mighty on that bullshit.
Sounds like there was underlining stuff that wasn't spoken of, and it seemed to just come to a head last night.
But it came to a head because he was voted off ultimately, right? And people voted off unfairly.
Yeah, I think it just, there was just whatever was bothering her and bothering, you know what I mean? And I think it just came. I don't know. I'm not a professional, but I just think that there was probably that underlining conversation.
There obviously was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
who did, Captain? Who did?
I'd love for Cappy to come up here for a second.
But like, here's the whole thing, right, though? And I guess this is kind of what I'm getting at. Like, you played along with this whole Turtle Island thing. You got voted off, and you can tell he's a little upset. He feels he got unfairly voted off based off a lie that PJ didn't correct. PJ feels that way because how quickly she snapped back. I'm saying, what a fool to even participate in any of it.
I agree. Look, I'm all for leading that charge. I done been said all that 100%.
But why would she say that he talked to her like a dog? He never did.
I don't know. I don't know what part of that.
Well, that's what
I was from.
I don't know like the back and forth context, but maybe not that he yelled or something, but maybe he said something that she thought was offensive or whatever. But I ain't got no idea. Honestly, I ain't gonna go back and listen to an hour-long discussion. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and me personally, I haven't watched Dolly in 2 years since the other stuff that he did. So I made my choice 2 years ago.
I heard part of the conversation they had, like Clue said. It was said that PJ started yelling. I didn't hear yelling. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, Granny, I'm going to drop down. I just wanted to, maybe clear up some things. I don't know if I did, but
you did help a lot. Thank you, Garden Glitter. I do appreciate it. I get the overall sentiments now of what was happening, and yeah.
All right. Well,
Absolutely.
thanks, you guys. I will talk at you later. I'll be in chat.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you. Hope
walk.
you have a good day.
You too.
All right.
You are deemed to talk to folks like dogs when you speak calmly with the truth. You think you find friends? Fuck this. Why are you so mad? I'm a puffin. What are you mad about? What are you talking about? You're not going to find friends over on Turtle Island. I mean, they're PJ and Dolly's people. They're going to defend them. I think it's very obvious. Oh, she absolutely did scream like a lunatic. She told him to fucking die. Who does that? Like, why do you get that upset that you're telling somebody to die?
Yeah, that was insanely extreme.
Especially as a true crime like creator.
Yeah,
What the fuck you doing?
I don't know. That was nuts. But I can tell you, in the mind of the people who watch her every night and maybe aren't used to seeing her like that, they are assuming, holy shit, what happened? And then to hear him singing the song, I mean, I can tell you what happened. They all just are like, fuck this dude.
Right.
I didn't say fuck this dude. So anybody that hear me wrong, I said they were like that. Clarify. Because some of y'all in chat seem like you're getting heated over this a little bit. And
I know.
we're just talking it through.
Golly.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm wrong easily as much as I'm right, if not more. And I have no issue saying I was wrong. So, come up, say what you need to say. It seems like people care a lot about this. So maybe it is something we need to talk about. I wanted to just move right through it, but it's definitely getting some intense opinions.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to figure out what part of it goes back to this random chatter that was saying shit.
Yeah, see, exactly. I don't understand how that's connected in, really.
A lot of confusion happening.
Yeah, and there's a lot of folks that seem like they got a great handle on it.
I think Truth was mentioning something about somebody in the chat. As what from what I understood when I listened to him when he was live last night, that's what I was gathering. That I don't think he specified who it was, but he did say somebody there was people in the chat. But that's just what I heard, that
because PJ's people in the chat were defending PJ, and then Dolly Truth was writing something back. He was being deleted, and then Truth's people were trying to defend Truth, and they were being deleted.
Right.
Okay, and so somebody just said that PJ apologized too. I didn't know nothing about that, so that's another thing maybe. Somebody just said she apologized, so I'm not sure to what extent or in regards to what, but that just I saw it scroll by on the screen.
That chatter has been harassing Charm and Jenna. Hey, Green Eyed.
Hey, Granny.
What's going on?
Hey.
Do you have some input?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it. Okay. I think so too, Shellbell. I do too. He felt disrespected for how much support he's shown them in that game and all. He felt very disrespected. I understand that. I would too.
Yeah, and he definitely has. Truth has he's went all in on that game for. I mean, they call them seasons. I don't like calling it. I don't like referring to it as a game or a season. But 2 times now, he's went all in on that shit.
I get that slide, but so what was the issue? Is that they weren't blocking this guy? Because of course, to Dolly and PJ is another chatter in the chat box. They're not. You may feel like they're your friends, but they're not. They're running a business, right?
And depending on how fast the chat was moving, who's to say how much of it that they personally saw?
Right. Well, and Apple Bottoms is saying it's because he didn't defend Truth with the whole Betty, or didn't defend Dolly with the whole Betty shit. So PJ was upset about that. Ah.
Well, I mean, how do you defend somebody against the actual truth that's in court documents?
Right.
Like, I can't help it that Dolly lied out here and that Dolly slept with BHB and that he was associated with them. Nobody can do anything about that. It's in the past. I mean,
But Simplify is a little ridiculous to expect people to go watch a video from a week ago that's a couple hours long and then catch up on Turtle Island that was taken down, then catch up on Truce. It's a lot to even ask people to do all that.
Exactly. I mean, ain't nobody gonna do all that. I don't have 5 hours today to sort through all this. I would hope one of y'all that cares so much could help.
Hey, Green Eyed, what's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
I have something I was thinking about that I heard.
Okay. What you got?
When Truth was talking about his trauma and that he wanted to be 10 toes down, PJ then said, well, I've been called names and, I just, act differently. I deal with it differently.
Right.
Well, those are two different animals.
Right, but PJ even goes on to say, I never experienced what you did, and I'm not telling you how to handle it. I'm just saying, as somebody who's been on YouTube, there's certain things, there's a time and place. That's what she was saying. She wasn't saying don't speak about your trauma.
But Truth did do as the rules stated. You go up, if you want to complain, you call in the show.
That's your first mistake, is thinking that there's any honesty to the fucking game to begin with. Right? I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know. I get the sentiments of what's being said. I still think it comes down to being voted off. I think that there was a lot of intertwining feelings going on. PJ's upset about the Queen thing, and that Truth didn't back her, and then I guess felt disrespected. Truth saying I never disrespected you, but the people believe PJ, therefore voted him off. It sounds like a whole bunch of
it sounds way more interconnected than it initially came off as. I initially thought this was like they wouldn't, somebody been hating and saying disgusting shit on Truth, and they wouldn't take care of this person, and so they fought. But now it's like you're bringing BHB in, you're bringing game shows, all kind of shit.
Right. Charming Janet, please do come up. I would love to hear.
Yeah, she'd be a great one. If she's out there, she would be a great one.
She's the one actually involved. She knows what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah. She knows it inside and out. She could illuminate it.
That's why they say always. That's why Whiskey always says, "Put your boots on and strap them up tight," because these two sheets, you can step in a whole lot of, whole lot of stuff. I don't want to cuss.
But I'm saying PJ didn't correct it because PJ did feel disrespected, right?
Yeah.
So you can't expect her to be like, no, don't vote Truth off over the fact he disrespected me, because she did feel disrespected.
I think there's just so much more weaved into the situation. Yeah. Jen will probably be able to iron it out.
Right, Pickle. She came off like a heartless bitch, is what you guys are saying. I get it. I have no
I'm trying
idea,
to think of.
me. I don't play.
I'm trying to put it into terms a man can understand. Who would? Okay, so if you were dating somebody online, who would like the male equivalent of BHB with? Who would that be? Like, it wouldn't be JLR, I don't think, because he's not like universally hated.
Gee, golly, I don't know.
Who would like the male BHB be?
I don't know.
I guess Dolly would be the closest thing, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm trying to think. If you started dating a girl, I'm just trying to put it in male terms, and she had been with, some dude before you that would make you heated, Dolly would be, or Glare. People are saying Dolly. I'm seeing,
I can't remember that one creator's name, and he always laughed. He did that laugh. He did. He had like a skeleton avatar. I can't remember what his name was. BHB did an interview with him.
Orbit.
Yes.
There's some people that being with them would, for me personally, would just make them undateable permanently. I mean, but that's just me.
It sounded like both sides wanted more respect from the other.
Yeah.
They both felt disrespected.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
talking shit, wearing a crown, then erasing it and saying that never happened, guys. I have no idea. Oh, when she went at Queen? Yeah, that happened.
Are you seeing your chat? They're going crazy on this question. There's been some great answers.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh my God. Y'all funny as hell. Ooh, Lord.
Are you coming up, Jenna? Oh gosh, Hakab, I remember all of that, man. I remember all of that.
Benny Keys.
Yeah, this is crazy, y'all. Funny.
3 weeks ago, I ordered a Cram It t-shirt from Dolly and got shit. Wow, Shelby. Wow. Don't be ordering no granny shirts from there. Okay, she needs a few minutes. Thank you. I think PJ is angry at the wrong people. I think that's what I mean. I think there's a lot of in between going on. Yeah. Oh, Raven, that's an old name. Doug. Oh, okay. You haven't got your Cuter Phil shirt either? Oh, here we go. Hi, Jenna.
Jenna. What's
Hi,
shaking?
Jenna.
We can barely hear you. Hold on. Let me see if there's something I can do.
Crank that.
All right,
Jenna
try again.
up.
You sound muffled.
Yeah, really far away. Are you wearing headphones?
Can you still not hear me?
Are you covering the mic?
Sometimes my headphones I'll get confused with the microphone because the headphones have a mic and the phone has a mic.
Go into the settings, go to audio, and for mic, start choosing some of the other options. See if that changes it. Yeah, it's hard to hear. Dang, it took almost 2 seasons to get a shirt, Kelly. Yeah, Mountain Mama, I understand. I understand what you guys are saying. I'm thinking.
What about now?
Oh, there you go. Hey, Jenna.
Better.
Sorry. I was trying to get it to connect and it just was not. It was telling me it wasn't here.
There you are. Now we hear you.
Okay, so this whole thing with him and PJ started the day the filing was read. So, so it was read, and then the next day, they were on Queen's panel discussing it, and a girl named Sierra come up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when she come up, it was like a group of people on that panel. Truth happened to be up there with them at some point.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was upset because everything come out about Dolly and BHB for one. So, I understand that part of it. She looked like an idiot to the entire internet.
Right.
For sure.
I mean, I could get that. What I can't get is the anger directed toward him or Queen or anybody else other than the person that was responsible for that.
Right. Was she angry at Truth for being up there?
Yeah, she got mad because he was up there and she felt like he wasn't, he didn't have her back about it. But I mean, kind of like he said in that live over there to her, well, I mean, why are you blaming me for him lying? I mean, you can't blame me for that. I'm not him. But then they were okay after that. Like, so after all of that big explosion that they had, they were fine. After this live that you're about to see with him and her talking, they're fine because the next week we're all at Turtle Island again and everything is fine between them. It wasn't until last night when they started the new Turtle Island just suddenly out of left field. Like last month, Dolly and PJ had made it a rule to where, because so much was being said and they were attacking creators in the chat, that you couldn't do that anymore. If you did anything like that, you had to call in because he'll say, why do you want to vote them on, or why do you want to vote them off, stuff like that. You were allowed that one time to say whatever. And that was the rule from there on out. Anybody else, they blocked. Well, last night, apparently it was being put in the chat that he had disrespected PJ. And I'm not sure, nor is anybody else really sure, if they were talking about him disrespecting PJ on the call that y'all are seeing or on the panel with QB and Sierra, because he was up there. But like I told everybody in our chat last night, that's QB's panel.
Right.
That's her house. You're not going to tell somebody who to, you know, if you're at Jay's, you're not going to be like, hey, you don't need to have her. That's her place, you know? So, I mean, that's not right. But at the same time, it was just, and then like, so if somebody called into you and said something about Jay, you know, disrespecting you, and you knew that wasn't the case, and you knew you and her had fixed things, like a normal adult and person would be like, no, I think you misunderstood that. That's not right. You know, you would stop the entire like narrative that person's trying to run with, right?
Well, unless again, PJ still felt disrespected, but was able to move along for the aspect of the game, right?
Right. But then later on, because of all that, you know, Truth was still on the island. Truth actually had immunity last night. Funny enough. Yeah. So the reason he got voted off the island after that, because somebody pulled an egg and then everybody was already voting him off. But he felt like that he felt like it was kind of rigged. Yeah. But we all knew it was rigged. But it was more of a, you know, you didn't let the subscribers who pay them money and who take the time to sit here and watch this and take the time to try to call in, you didn't let them choose the outcome like you're supposed to. Somehow it was set up that you let a narrative run that wasn't true after you had already set rules a month ago not to do that.
Oh, okay. So it was the overall aspect of like, you're letting these people say this in the chat and it's changing the dynamic of the game tonight.
Right. And then in the meantime, when he calls and does what they said everybody was allowed to do, I don't call in over there because when I can't get through, when I did try, and two, it's just too much.
Right.
But when he did try to call it, like after he got off the phone call, he went to type something in chat and they had blocked him. Okay. You didn't even see what he had because she had instantly blocked him, right. As well as anybody that they knew was our subscribers that said anything. They were blocked all night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
After
and
the
then
phone
at
call,
some point,
but he
it
was
went
still on
through
the
that
island.
he had relapsed from somebody over there. And of course, that wasn't corrected ever either, or said not to say that, you know, that you don't know that for sure. So why would you say that, you know?
Right.
But that was allowed to run all the way up through the chat.
Yeah, that's gross.
And I was like, he has not relapsed. I can tell you that 100% confirmation. He has not relapsed. Whoever the hell said that is wrong and a lie.
And that wasn't deleted?
No, it ran all the way up through the chat because I went back 15 minutes later and seen it because our subscribers came in and told us that it had went through there. And I scrolled up through the chat, and that was right before they deleted this stream or privated it or whatever they done.
Right.
Puddin said that. Yeah, they said it was Puddin. I don't know who the hell Puddin is.
Puddin's a troll that comes around here. So I think, I mean, ultimately it still comes down to like, are you guys new to Dolly and PJ?
He is. He is.
Yeah,
right.
He's a new kid on the block.
I mean,
he's very new to him, but I mean, you know, but he's one of those that he realizes everybody has a history, and because he's, you know, had a history himself, he thinks, you know, everybody at least deserves a second chance to try to redeem themselves. And he had thought that especially since Dolly had this heart attack and everything, the way he has, you know, projected himself since then, it seemed like him and PJ had redeemed themselves somewhat.
Okay,
at least,
I see.
You know, a little to where you could kind of get along with them, be friends. You know, everybody had gotten along with them as far as, you know, getting along with them up until this point in which Dolly really didn't. He didn't do anything to Truth. It was just the thing that he didn't have that stopped like he did when, say, everybody was talking about Bombshell a month ago in the chat. They stopped that because of its misinformation going through. You know.
So basically, they didn't follow the rules to the game, is what it came
Right,
down
and
to.
and he like stopped, like at the beginning of a live, he stopped the whole live and said, "Look, we're gonna have to set this rule because y'all are dogpiling on people in the chat. Misinformation is being put in the chat. You know, PJ, they've got mods, but there's only so much a mod can do. You know." Because the chat's flying through there, and PJ's busy trying to keep up with all of the, you know, the votes and things like that. So it's a lot. I mean, I get that. I see it. So I'm like, well, yeah, that's understandable. But so they put it as a rule to where, and that was because of some stuff's being said about Bombshell through the thing. That had nothing to even do with anybody, but it was an overall rule for everybody. Don't put stuff like that in the chat. But then they allowed that to go through. And then when that girl called in and said, well, because he was disrespectful to PJ.
So how does this tie back into like Truth's trauma again? How does this all tie into that? Because that was the main focus last night.
No, the main focus last night was she said that he talked to her like a dog on his panel. That's why she didn't correct it, because he talked to her like a dog when she was up on his panel on the video that y'all have.
Oh, she said that. Okay. So when after she said go kill yourself or whatever,
That's
said
right before she said go kill yourself. She's like, when you talk to me like a dog, you can just go kill. Yeah, that's what she's talking about, is the video that y'all see of him and her talking on his panel.
Was she talking about that video, or was she talking about the phone call? Because in the phone call, he's purposely being an agitator.
Yeah, no, she's talking about the video, because he called in because of the person before with the he was disrespectful to you on panel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and it was assumed it was his panel, but it could also be Queen's panel.
Right.
Can I
but
ask
I mean,
a quick question that I just need some clarity on this to help? Is there a special channel just for this quote unquote game?
Yeah.
Or is this just on Dolly's channel?
No, it's on Dolly Uncensored or something like that.
But it's not like a special channel just devoted to a game.
Well, it's the only thing that's on it's Turtle Island.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. So it is a unique insular thing that just handles Turtle Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Jenna, how does this guy stalking you and the comments he made, where does that all come into play? Because that was what I took away last night.
So there was a guy, and that's another thing. Truth was like, you know, y'all are y'all go in and delete our comments, but you'll pin something that. So there's a guy that's been running all over the internet. It doesn't matter where I go, he ends up in there. He's not even from over on our side or anybody that I like. He doesn't like y'all. He don't. So he doesn't. I mean, I don't even know why he's here at the time, other than to ask questions about what's my real name. Anybody in here know what her real name is? Anybody in here know where her location is? Why do you need to know that, man? What is your deal?
I've never seen this chatter.
And then, but Dolly and PJ pin the comments. They do it in Dolly Vision, and they've done it on Turtle Island. PJ's very well knows who that is. She knows because she was on our panel one night when he come in our show, and I was up there, and he started in the chat. And PJ was like, who's that? And he's like, hey, PJ, first thing. And then from there, he flew on through there. He talks about Truth's trauma. He wants to know my name. He wants to know my location. He's pinned in Center's chats. He's pinned in Dolly Visions. Now, I haven't seen him pinned in y'all's, but I've seen him come in Clues, and Clue and them blocked him because of the stuff he was saying in Clues. Yeah, he would like to cuddle with me. And yeah, it's weird. He's very strange. Very strange. And I mean, so I don't call it stalking. It kind of was a joke at first because I was just like, oh, look, this random person, here he is again. You know, everywhere I go, there he is. And it doesn't matter no, it's not MK Ultra. It's not him. He's actually really cool to me. It's strange. But so it doesn't matter if I block him, if the creator themselves is going to pick up that specific comment and pin it to the screen, right? Because I can still see it on the screen.
Right. So you're saying if you block the person, but the chatter highlights it, the channel owner, you still see it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, so it did. I mean, because PJ was like, well, why don't she just block him? Well, I tried that. But then when I was like watching, y'all picked it up and pinned him in here. Or, I'd be watching Dolly Vision. They'll pick it up and pin it. And I'm like, why are we pinning this?
Are they pinning where the person's like creeping on you? Like, what's your real name?
Yes. Like, it's on Sinners and Dolly Vision, twice on Dolly Vision and once on Turtle Island. About anybody know what her real name is?
And
it's
they
like,
pinned it.
Yeah. I'm like, why do you need to know that? I mean, I flew all over him in the chat for that because I'm like, dude, I don't know you. You're not a subscriber to us. So why are you even here? Like, why are you asking questions about me?
Right.
I mean, ultimately, I know why. I have an idea, but it's one of those that still, why do you pin that? I don't think I've ever seen you, Jay, even Queen Bee or Clue pin nothing like that. I don't think I've seen a brand new creator ever pin anything like that.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody write a comment like that, to be honest.
Jen, I just wanted to say thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I just seen it was somebody messaged me and was like, hey, can you go to Granny's and help kind of, answer this? And it is creepy. It is creepy as hell. But I mean, it's trolling. Yeah, Jay, it is trolling. But at the same time, why would somebody want that? Because there could be somebody here that don't like me that does know who I am. I mean,
what did the comment that was pinned say again? I'm sorry, I had to handle something.
So it was wanting to know, did anybody know what my real name is, what my location was?
Oh,
Do you know where
shit.
she?
And
Yeah.
so they pinned that comment?
Yes. Even BJ's pinned a comment like that before.
No. But I mean specifically Dolly and them pinned
Dolly,
that
yeah,
comment.
Dolly and PJ both have. And then he's called in and said some stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I just, for me, and this obviously ain't Granny or anybody, but I mean, I think Dolly's a shitty person. I recommend people not support him. I don't support him. I've never supported them. That's just the kind of bullshit that you're going to get if you do so. It's just my opinion.
Right.
Well, it sounds like because there was this somewhat of a friendly creator-to-creator relationship going on, that you guys expected more respect and kind of loyalty and wanted this guy blocked. Right?
No, we didn't necessarily want him blocked. That really had nothing to do with it. It was just PJ said something about, I don't know, something was said about the subscribers and stuff like that. And he was like, I mean, you allow him to sit over here and do that shit and ask about her and follow her all over both channels and y'all pin the comments and everything else. Well, I mean, what does it matter? And because she was like something to the effect of I could block him. I can block him, but it's still on my screen when he asks about it.
Right. So she's basically saying,
if he's asking about me and y'all pin it.
Right. So PJ's basically saying, if you don't like this guy, then block him, because I think what she's saying is like, I'm not going to delete a commenter. Right.
Right. But you don't have to pin it either. I mean, if somebody come in and ask for, I don't know, Pistol Amy, hey, does anybody know what Pistol Amy's name is or where she's located at?
Right. It's disrespectful.
I mean, why would you pin that? You can, I mean, and if you did pin it and take it right back off, if you pinned it by accident, or didn't read it beforehand, I don't know.
Did it seem like these comments started getting pinned after the whole QB panel? Like, do you feel like it was personal?
No, they were pinned. No, this was something that went on last season, and then into this season, we finally said something about it this season when PJ was on our panel with us, and he come in talking. Because it was some vile shit he was saying in the chat over there when she was up on panel with us that day. Like, yeah, it was rough. I was like, oh, yeah.
And Truth's chat?
Yeah.
So why didn't Truth block him?
We did.
Okay.
We did. We definitely blocked him. Yeah, he's blocked from the channel. Like, he can sit there and watch or make an alt, but when he does, we're going to block him again because you can tell who he is.
Yeah, it sounds like whatever this is with this person has been going on for quite a while. This is the first I'm hearing of it. And you're saying it's Puddin that's doing it?
No.
Oh.
Puddin's the one that said that he relapsed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This guy's name was Chief Rocka True Crime Times 1.
Okay.
Like a X1. And so when you went to his channel, there's even videos he took them down now, but there was videos of him talking to like people. He had
I
two
remember.
videos. Yeah, two videos. And it was like a dating site type webcam, sex cam video
Just
thing.
weirdo shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
really
he's talking
weirdo
to
shit.
subscribers. I know it looked like unknowing subscribers coming in, and while he was doing God knows what, while he was in bed, it was weird.
Oh, this is that guy that Truth played his
Yes.
videos on his live.
Yes.
Those videos of him, the big dude.
Yeah.
Where he's winking his eye and he's talking all crazy to that person that's in his chat or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, talking like, ugh.
It was super weird and creepy. It was like, why are you? You are a true crime episode. I mean, I hate to say it, but to be honest, I felt like if I came up missing, I was going to wake up in a dirty metal shack.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was creepy.
Yeah, well, that's where it was videoed from. I was like, oh my God, of course.
The sixth. Oh my.
I guess so.
Sub guy.
What I'm understanding then is that so whatever happened with Turtle Island, it then went back to, okay, well, this had to be the panel that PJ felt disrespected on. So that all tied into Truth's trauma again. And then that guy's comments came into play too. And then it became about your stalker too, right? Or the guy that's being creepy.
That was just a part of an aspect of what a rebuttal he come back with. What she said something to the effect of, I don't know, something about comments or something. And he was like, but you allow this one to go over here and do this. And she's sitting in your chat. Like she's supporting you and you do this. Is basically kind of how it went about. I don't know what brought that actual comment, that comment up, but that was just a rebuttal comment. What the whole deal was over, she's mad because the deposition was read and ultimately I think she was lied to and made to look like an idiot all over the internet. And I don't blame her for being mad.
If
But
someone,
she's mad at the wrong person.
I don't fully understand. Like, how long ago did they pin this comment and did they start behaving that way?
And that's what I was about to get to too, Psyops, right? Because we're going back to the conversation PJ and Truth had that you guys are all saying was last week.
Yeah.
Everything was fine because you guys admittedly said everything was fine. Didn't even know PJ had a problem. But then, so why was that whole conversation revisited and made to be a problem now? If it wasn't a problem until Turtle Island.
About the comment?
No, about the whole conversation. Like,
because she said when he called in last night that he talked to her like a dog on his panel, and he didn't.
Okay.
Like he didn't. He had the
She
video.
was referring to the dog comment from the previous conversation.
But so you were saying though before the phone call, people were saying he disrespected her.
Right. So people were calling in. It was
that's
like,
how he got voted off.
Right. I want to kick Truth. Well, why you want to do that? And they were like, well, it was one person that said it on the phone, like on the call. There was somebody else that had said it in the chat, and then they reminded everybody, don't put that stuff in the chat. You have to call in because that keeps people calling in, I guess, because they want to.
Were they only supposed to vote off one person last night, supposedly, or was it?
I don't know, because you never know how many people they're going to vote off at one time. Sometimes it's two, sometimes it's one, sometimes it's three. You never know.
Definite tilt-a-whirl. So my question for you, Jenna, is when did they pin a comment about wanting your docs, basically? And also, we know that they've shared doxes before. So when did they pin that?
It's been within the last month.
Why did you go back after that? No, I'm not being
I haven't
rude.
been back in there.
Okay.
The only reason I went in there last night was to get that clip of that video where all of that went down because I hadn't been going in Dolly Vision since
But y'all
then.
kept playing the game and stuff?
He did.
I'm not being a dick when I ask this either. I'm just trying to fully understand.
It's a fair question because it's like, well, now that he was kicked off the island, all these things are a huge problem, but everything was cool so long as the game was still going.
Yeah.
I mean,
how it sounds.
He did, but I haven't seen. I don't know that guy's been back in there since that was made known, like in public, like because Truth called in and said something about it then. because
And
the guy
that's what the
called
whole
in.
conversation was with PJ.
Yeah,
With PJ came over. Right. Okay.
Well, part of it, yeah, because that guy called in and had some comments that like some vulgar shit over the phone that he said, and then his Truth off, and so Truth called right back in and was like, "Why y'all allow him to do that?"
And so
He was
did
blocked.
I don't exactly with the timeline. I haven't been around a lot, but did this pinned comment come before or after the release of the BHB material?
Oh, it was before. This was before.
So
this
even before the
season.
even before the BHB stuff, y'all had things going on.
No, I mean the pinned comment wasn't a thing really. It was pinned. I seen it. We said something. She was on our panel and seen him and heard it. And the next time he come in and called in and said something, Truth called in and they blocked him. From what we understood, as far as
it all came to a head last night.
Did he originally kind of come from Sinner's chat?
Nope. He actually started in BJ's.
And to clarify, Odin Girl, nobody's saying that at all. But there are times, and this is what PJ was trying to express, and it was being misconstrued as something else. There are times where not addressing the creeper is better than addressing the creeper.
Yeah, this guy was a real
people creeper, love a train wreck. People love to see insane shit. Look at Loon. Look how quickly people grew her channel to watch the maniac at play. Sometimes you give them what they want by even addressing them.
At times you can catalyze resistance against you. Somebody that wouldn't have the reach, when you go after them like that, and everybody else who hates you sees that person getting the attention, they'll all glom on together and it'll grow it into something more. That absolutely
and that's
happens.
what PJ was trying to say. PJ was trying to say, like, I get what you're saying when it comes to your trauma, and I'm not saying don't address that, but as far as other things go, it is sometimes better to ignore it. I don't think she was comparing YouTube shit talk to the trauma he experienced at all by any means. I think she actually clarified a few times that she wasn't saying that.
Right.
I think me personally, I think it was good that he was kind of exposed, because it was really weird to give you the heebie-jeebies, and kind of he was deleting videos. He deleted them so fast out of his top of his channel, it was not even funny how fast he deleted his stuff off his, which gives me an impression that, you know what I mean, there was probably some other nefarious things probably transpiring, or maybe, but I'm not going to make any accusations, but he was just really creepy.
It doesn't bother me. It does bother me some of the shit he was saying, because I know if he says it to me, apparently he's been saying it to some of the other subscribers throughout, like YouTube or whatever. But what actually bothers me is the fact that this person that I don't know is out here asking for his subscribers' information.
Right. The main issue is not the subscriber.
We don't know that he's not the one that put Jay's and QB's information over on X, or made that other account and put all of, clues and baby clues information. We don't know that.
I know, but here's my thing. How will you ever know that? Well, people on YouTube do this. They have anonymity. They're trolls. Sometimes they're extremely fucking gross. They're disgusting. But even addressing this guy doesn't change if he is the one that did this shit or not, because that is what YouTube is. It is anonymity. We don't know who's who, who's what. Hell, I to be honest, I don't know who Red Castle is. I don't know who Olap is. I don't know. Right. You know what I mean? Like, there's this anonymity that YouTube offers. I get what you're saying, though. I digress with all of that. I get what you're saying about why the fuck is PJ and Dolly highlighting this guy who's obviously creepily asking for my information? It's disrespectful. I get that.
Right. And then, here's another thing. So what would you do if you had somebody that was just a subscriber? They're not a member, never been a member, but they are a subscriber. Anybody can subscribe. So what would you do if you had somebody that come in your chat and ask for, I'll use Jay's, because I see her scrolling through here, Jay's location and address, if that wasn't commonly known already?
I would block them. I would block them even if the information was commonly known. They would get blocked.
Right. Because y'all have common sense.
Right. No,
I guess my thing is, from how it sounds to me, though, this started with a pinned comment. Then it was a BHB release and him being on Queen's panel. Then there was the way that this guy wasn't blocked or handled over there. Then there's this back and forth that they have on panel. Then there's the stuff that happened last night. This seems like it's an arc that's been going on for over a month. And I assume if they pin that comment, hold on. I assume if they pin that comment about you, then there had to be something before that that created that energy.
Right. And it was probably
we don't know. We don't know what started that guy with me. We don't know how he even came to find Truth's channel or me. It was weird. Like he just appeared out of nowhere one day.
Right. It's probably somebody under an alt account with a vendetta. But what Psyops is saying is, how come all of that even took place with Dolly and PJ? And why did it all just explode last night? So there was built up tensions that were just unspoken because it all diarrheaed out. Because like I thought it had to do with the comment about the essay and the childhood trauma, but it doesn't. It had nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah,
it felt like the truth that they had that. It felt like to truth that was being allowed to specifically let me go on through the
right
beginning of the thing instead of like the week before where you couldn't do all that.
Right.
What changed? We have no idea because they were fine last week and nothing else has happened.
So if they pinned a comment like that about you, Jenna, though, a month ago, there had to be something that even happened before that to give them the energy where they would do something like that. So
because it's passive aggressive.
There's another energy before this that we don't
according
even
to Dolly,
know about.
he just pins comments. He doesn't read them till he puts them up on the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, the way it was phrased earlier made me think that it was something deliberately done.
No, and I mean, I honestly believe that because I see, Truth does it. I do it. I think some of y'all do it,
I always read before I pin, but I do see that there are people that do that.
But again, if somebody was saying something about, like when Moon said all that shit about him and all that stuff, he come in Dolly's chat and said something about that night about how he liked it and this, that, and the other.
Right.
Yeah. And so we thought he was blocked from before because that's what they said. They had blocked him that night for asking for my information and saying all that stuff he was saying in chat that night.
But then he popped up again thereafter.
Yeah.
And he was lingering in Sinner's chat too.
And then he was in Sinner's chat doing the same thing in BJ's. But that we wasn't in BJ's and Sinner's. We were in Dolly's when it happened, when they blocked him. And then he was suddenly unblocked and allowed to do it again.
Okay. So that's the disrespect. It's like, all right, well, you allowed this guy to disrespect. Right. Okay. That's where it comes in then.
Right. And then, because PJ was like, well, you talked to me like a dog. And he was like, no, I didn't. But, she's like, well, that was disrespectful of you being, up on that panel with somebody, well, one, he was... That's somebody else's place. You're not going to tell them not to have somebody on their panel.
Right. So she was upset about Queen's panel, not her conversation with Truth. So why was that conversation replayed last night and it was made about that? If this guy didn't make the comments about the trauma last night and this guy didn't make the comments about your docs last night and it had nothing to do with the conversation with PJ regarding all that, why was that last night's focus?
Because it wasn't last night's focus. It was just a rebuttal because she said, you respected me by being over there with all them talking about that. Well, what do you mean? You want to talk about disrespect? You had somebody blocked that you brought. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense then. That's where I was trying to ask, how did the two connect? And that's how it connected.
Right. And everybody was fixated on that. Like that was the problem. That wasn't the problem. The problem was they were fine. And suddenly she flip-flopped and wasn't fine.
Well, can I say as a contestant on Turtle Island, I feel like now that they were all cheating by having this like relationship, the Truth was getting an unfair advantage because he was friendly with PJ and Dolly. Therefore, we were all being screwed.
Well, you can say that. I mean, he still lost last season to Clue, so.
Yeah, that is true, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm like, well, but I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's a game. It's just a game. But at the same time, I understood his point about it. Everything's fine. And then suddenly you're allowing stuff to throw the game. Like you're not allowing the subscribers and the people that's calling in, paying the money and all that stuff to play the game for the outcome.
Right. You're ripping off my subscribers.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And him now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's like, well, wait a minute. Now you're playing unfairly because you're playing based off feelings and not the way the game's meant to go.
Right. And she done it all because she was mad at the wrong person, in my opinion. I mean, he was on somebody's panel and they came up. Okay.
Right.
I mean, you can't discredit the girl because we don't know. We wasn't there in the bed with them.
Right.
You know,
And I get why PJ's upset about all of that too. I do. I get it. I get it all around. I just.
Why is she not upset with her boyfriend?
I mean, who's to say she isn't, right? She gonna break up with him over something that happened 2 years ago?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, don't be mad at the world when you got the person you should be mad at is there, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough situation. It's a hard place to be. I get her feelings of it. I totally do. But I don't get the misdirected anger. I don't.
Right. And then it was like, all right, I'm mad at Truth because he didn't defend me. So now I'm going to allow this not petty shit, because it's real life trauma shit. So now you're allowing this creeper to weaponize his trauma against him in a fucking chat where he's supporting the fuck out of the game, having his subscribers come over and support it. And that's the respect he was given back, is this guy's being allowed to remain being a creeper in the chat, talking about his trauma and wanting your docs. Right. I get it.
Right. I mean, you know.
Oh, Tiffany paid to get me on the island. Oh, that's all right, Tiffany. Thank you.
That was nice, Tiffany, for real.
Yeah, it was sweet of you.
And I mean, like I said,
Good
it is a
looking
hard
out.
place because you've got the whole thing with Queen and Dolly knowing about it, and
right,
it's a mess. It is a big mess.
And quite frankly, PJ should have been thankful that that Truth was even still supporting Dolly and PJ when a lot of people over here weren't, because of the whole litigation bullshit.
Exactly. And I mean, Dolly, Dolly did not come up and take up for PJ. And he didn't, go at Truth about it.
He never gets involved.
I know, but I don't know. That's weird. That's strange for me, but
yeah,
it is what it is. I guess to each their own. But I'm just saying, like, so it wasn't like Dolly was like, "Man, you can't do that. That's disrespecting me." You can't. He didn't say anything. He was just like, "Well, when did he disrespect you? What are y'all talking about?"
Right, because he didn't feel like he disrespected her. But then again, it wasn't the panel where they talked one-on-one. It was Queen's panel. And the panel where they spoke one-on-one was after Queen's panel. So It seems like people were just not being adults and coming straight out and saying, hey, I have an issue. And it was building up, and it built up to the point where it exploded last night.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I think happened, yeah.
Yeah, the mystery has solved. I am sorry that you had to deal with that creeper. I know as a creator how uncomfortable that is. And, as a subscriber, you don't deserve that. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. It is very uncomfortable.
It was just one of those things that, if you're going to allow if you're not going to allow one thing and say something about it, don't be hypocritical and allow something else twice as bad,
Right. Now, Jenna, are you Mrs. Truth? Are you his wife?
I could be. I could not be.
Your silence said it all.
Neither one of us answered that question.
I was about to move on. I understand. Yeah, completely understand. Yeah, there should have been a level of respect. I think as a creator, a game like Turtle Island only goes as far as the participants go. And the fact that Truth was willing to play the game and hype up his audience, and he was fully into it for the past 2 seasons. Truth was fully a cooperative player and advertised the fuck out of it. And I feel like they didn't respect that. Where a lot of us are saying,
At the same time, though, you could advertise something all day long and still not win it, because it should have been based off of
the votes,
the subscribers.
Right. Like the subscribers have the final control.
Yeah, like the rules were set to do.
Right. And the rules were broken over personal vendettas. And it's hard to keep an unbiased mind, as a creator. But
I do. I mean, and it was a lot tied up. I mean, it was a lot of our subscribers, a lot of this whole side subscribers that were over there to play the game with us. But, I don't know. I know Clue's still on the island right now. I know Cramit is. I think
I'm still on it.
You're on there, and Jay's on there. So, I mean, by no means are we saying don't go over there and support you guys at all. Because
I am.
I'm saying that completely.
If that's what if that's what the creator wants to do, you know. So I don't think that at all, because that's
right. Truth. They're not saying full support over what happened last night, although it kind of was pulled. I mean, the way Truth went live and the way things were said, a lot of people were very upset with PJ. So I think that support is done, and I don't blame it. I mean, That's what I said. Like they should have been more thankful for Truth being such an active participant.
Yeah,
I agree with that. He's all about that shit.
True stuff. Dolly's got to eat. I mean, Dolly's a brilliant moneymaker. The game is a cool concept. He,
was
came
a
up with it.
genius idea. It was.
Yeah. All the credit for that, but at the end of the day, that game stays alive by our creators, our subscribers' support.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and there's just a level of creator respect, right? The moment this person's asking for personal information or saying remarks about trauma, a creator to creator, there's a level of respect, and that person should have been blocked on site, no questions asked. The fact that they weren't or they were and then unblocked is a major level of disrespect that PsyOps was trying to get to. Like, why did it continue after such a disrespect to you all? Because that is a disrespect.
Well, I mean, according to them, he was blocked. We hadn't seen him in a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden he showed back up, which meant he was unblocked for some reason.
Right. Which means they went into the block. I never do that. And look to unblock this particular vile person, which says that it was kind of done with a bit of vengeance in it, right? Like,
right. And that's kind of how Truth felt.
But here's the thing. If he was blocked, I mean, he had to be coming and trying to even realize he was unblocked, or there had to be some way for that knowledge to be passed to him. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
I mean, because if dude's been blocked for 2 weeks, was he just going in there each day and trying it? I mean,
I have no idea.
Unless he kept commenting, not knowing he was blocked, or made an odd account based off the same name too.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was a mess and a headache and a wild night with that. So
right. Well, and to be fair, Dolly does say that. Like, Dolly says, I don't get involved in personal with people and I keep it business moved and all that. But PJ doesn't, because PJ's not Dolly and Dolly's not PJ.
Right.
But there was that level of the fact that PJ came out to have a conversation with Dolly. There was a level of friendly respect between the two. And there was a major disrespect by unblocking that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do appreciate you explaining it more, Jen, and it does make a lot more sense now. I understand the anger a little bit more, because last night I'm like, well, how does it tie to this and this and this? And it was
a lot.
Yeah, it kind of just exploded.
Came out. Yeah.
Right.
Well, all right. Well,
I hope you know that we support you, and if I see this character come around here, don't even think twice. They'll be blocked on site. We just don't allow shit like that, and Dolly shouldn't either. But
exactly, boot them, kick their ass out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off here, and y'all have a great rest of your day.
You as well, Jenna. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. It just reminds me of like the soap opera, like sands through an hourglass. But these are the days on the YouTube street. It's crazy.
Well, and that's where I think a lot of us were confused, because it's like, well, where does this come in? And where does this? I know I was confused. I'm like, where does it come in with this and that?
Yeah.
Leads on to this one and that one. Yeah. And it blows up and then it'll blow up somewhere else.
Now, though, because this has been a month of just a swirl of shit back and forth, really. Now, a lot of it seems like it was subsurface, but still.
Right. Well, and that's why a lot of people were kind of like, well, what is this? What is,
Yeah. There was a lot of different things going on.
Yeah. I think ultimately Dolly and PJ fucked up a little bit, because like not many of us, Jay does. I said to Jay, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, I like it. I'm like, you're nuts. Not me.
Not me either. It couldn't be me. But to each their own.
Right. But when you lose a huge active billboard of your game in that format by being, having zero creator to creator respect is what it comes down to.
I mean, and Truth really did like him a lot. I mean, Truth was putting on like pre-games, post-game decompress. He was, doing like parodies really and shit with the dude. I mean, he cared.
Hey, Puddin', you leave my Miss Liverbird alone.
Oh yeah,
now, don't disrespect the mods.
Yeah, nobody go in on Liverbird.
I think that there's also a level of I hate to say it, but told you so. Maybe I mean, I don't know how else to phrase it other than
and a lot of unspoken things that are not ironed out, and they fester.
Right. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of people don't participate in the game and are upset with Dolly. You know, a lot of people are upset with PJ. I'm personally not upset with PJ. I understand where she's coming from, but you know, there's a reason for that, right? And it's like, now that you've experienced it, I don't know, maybe now he gets it. I don't know.
Yeah,
he
did say he's like more of the new kid on the block, and if you think about it, it kind of is true. So he's not aware of all the other things that we're aware of, you know.
Oh, he's aware of the litigation and the
we experienced all that other stuff.
I don't know PJ, so I'm certainly not upset with her. But
well, Truth's been here for at least 2 years. He's not.
I
new.
do know Dolly's the shit that he's done, and so you know that's just the thing with me.
I mean, he just did a whole clickbait about Summer Wells.
Yeah.
A whole, you know.
Matt, you're right.
News.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I stopped. That's why I was like, I didn't even really. That's why I was like, I heard that yesterday, but because I stopped watching him 2 years ago, just by my personal choice, and I haven't gone back over there. You know, so that's just
right. Exactly, Penny. Yeah, Odin girl, right? Like you guys now experienced it too.
Yeah.
I seen parts of it, Smarty. I woke up. I had the worst sleep for like the past 3 days. It sucks.
I'm gonna jump down. Thank you for letting me up and
thank you so much, Infamous. It was so nice to have you up again.
Yeah,
you haven't been around for a while.
You guys take care.
Bye, girl.
Be safe.
Bye.
Well, Psyops, I think Jay's going live, so I'm gonna drop the grands over there.
Yep, I appreciate you letting me up as always.
Yes, always a pleasure. Thank you for coming up.
Take care and have a good day.
You as well.
All right.
Well, guys, I think we understand a little more than we did. I'm going too smarty me. I think Jenna though explained it perfectly. I think because even watching, I'm like, well, how did this come up in this? Like I said several times now, I don't want to loop about it. But I get it now. Well, that's kind of fucked up because a lot of you are my supporters too, and I'm on the island. A lot of you are Jay supporters too, and we're on the island. What about us? Oh, you guys weren't fighting for us, huh? You said fuck Granny on that island. We're only fighting for truth. Okay, Elizabeth. All right. I see you now, girl. Just kidding. But I do appreciate you guys spending the morning with me. I haven't been feeling too well, so I haven't been live. And it was nice to catch up with everybody. Again, just to wrap it all up, at the end of the day, there's a way to make things stop. And the first way to do it is to not engage. What would you tell your kids, right? I mean, sometimes you got to be the adult in a situation and just have things stop. I don't want to be on it, Penny. I don't think that I think Brittany's subscribers starting to wake up more and more. I don't believe that the lawyer was involved in this. I don't believe that it was anything other than an attempt to try to explain where the subs money went, because they know that AK didn't pay for, AK didn't pay for C&Ds, and it certainly didn't pay for the RO. So where's the monies? Thank you for allowing me to explain what I could. No, you explained a lot. Thank you for being a member here for 12 months, Jenna. You helped me understand. I was really confused. Think about it this way. Do any of you on that fake island feel you have gained any new promotion for your channel and more subscribers? No. Or does it only bring the two of them more? Of course, it only brings them more. Which, again, genius on him to do, right? What is Olap asking to come out in their furry costume again, Pristine? I already told him to stop asking. Come on, Olap. The adult would be shutting down any abuse towards victims, not just sitting by allowing it, right? I believe that this person needs this type of conflict. And matter of fact, I believe I have an idea to stop participating with it. I got the whole house clean and made apple crisp. Look at you, Barb, and cupcakes. Making me feel like shit. That's all right, though. Dolly should give QB the money earned from this as a peace offering. He would never, but I agree. The sentiment of it, kind of. At the end of the day, folks, drama sells, right? Drama sells. Some of the best advertisement for Turtle Island was Truth's stream last night. The big conflict between PJ and Truth brought more attention to Turtle Island than I think anybody cared to know about in the past few months. And drama sells. And that is why some people continue to swim in the drama and then cry that they don't want to be in the water anymore, but they won't just grab a fucking tail and leave the fucking lake, right? Won't just do that. That would take too much accountability, self-accountability. Help me find other creators, good and bad. There you go, Shane. I'm glad that works in that aspect of it. That's true, because there are some names on there I never heard of either. That's true. It's a good point. Good way to look at it. Put in, I hope you don't microwave moths, but whatever, girl. No, he did not disrespect PJ. The disrespect started when that chatter wasn't blocked and then apparently was unblocked. We solved the mystery, folks. We played our own game of Clue over here. It turned out it was a creeper on the island holding a turtle and a rooster hostage. That was the main suspect. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time. If you haven't, please consider hitting the thumbs up on the way out. Thank you for helping me meet my goal, and I'll see you all here tomorrow. Have fun over at Jay's. Drop some melons. Let them know we are infiltrating. Bye.